Welcome, we're Legend of Evantris. We're playing Root.
Hungry woods, reaching high, snatch the light out from the sky. Leafy sighs, creaking bones, pray you don't get found alone. Crickly crack, the branches pop, it grows the night that never stops. The tree that leans with twisted grin, her limbs are thrown, her soul is sin. Underneath the crooked moon stalks the king on cloven hoof, in pale decay and empty gloom. He comes for you. Six horns his crown, his kingdom all, for life delicious heed his call. He carries six of sword and seal, once wayward souls the fallen kneel. Run, don't shrink and cower, and join us at the witching hour. Skip and sing, thrashing light to smother the shrieks of endless night. Dance beneath the crooked moon, and rising rapture hand in hand, from pale decay and empty gloom, we'll comfort you. May our light embrace you too.
Let's get a recap of last time for Derek.
And for the rest of us.
And for the rest of us.
I have very short notes.
I blacked it out.
I didn't take notes. I stopped taking notes in Root campaign.
Peggy and I are at the banquet with Viceroy Bentilda. So we're prisoners.
Yes.
Blah, 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 blah. We got captured.
We did.
Yeah, we were turned into the town guards and assumed to be Woodland Alliance. This is actually half of this recap is a recap from the one that I wasn't at. So you're getting a 2 for Tuesday. Yeah, so we ran off and we were captured while they were dealing with Benji the Bear. And we are getting a last meal before our public execution is to happen, unless we spill the beans.
Oh,
and I believe
boy.
that's the exact phrase that Mike used.
You would never spill the beans, though.
No, we would never.
You better
so
spill
that's
these beans.
where we run
the
back
beans.
into the crew who is cooking the feast for the last dinner for the Viceroy. I think I skipped a whole lot because this just...
So after that, we feed. So
basically the entire action sequence I did not take notes on.
There's a lot going on.
Booker, not Cordy, what the fuck's your name?
Bitsy.
And Grumley enlisted the help of Nestor Zappa, a fallen duck chef who is a master chef, but he had his food diploma stolen by Hazel.
No,
he helped us cook a
Yeah,
5-star meal for this pre-execution feast. Their last meal, but we put a whole lot of drugs in the portions for the Viceroy and the Viceroy's main henchmen. They fell asleep. We freed the prisoners. The prisoners then proceeded to murder all of the guards, cut the throat of the Viceroy, and begin burning the clearing to the ground. For those that aren't aware, this is the map of the Dimwood, which is where we're at. You can see this little raccoon meeple. So this is all in Click Clock Crossing. And what else happened? We sent all of the Woodland Alliance down south to Stickerbrush. Hopefully they would run into Benji the Bear and Keziah the Red Bird Cardinal or something.
Yeah.
And then finally we ended the session by bartering with the Otters, almost unsuccessfully, but thank fucking God Booker's here. We found passage on a barge heading down the river south to not Muckbed Creek, Wortwallow.
And I removed the gold from our inventory.
Oh, thank you.
From the 10K
Thank you.
that we had.
Thank you.
I'm keeping track.
I appreciate that.
So we're headed to Wortwallow.
Yeah.
We're on a barge
We're on a barge.
It was going to be 1,000 gold per person
to ride the barge.
to get there. Yeah, we were able
Inflation.
to convince them to cut it in half for each of us. So 25 hundo instead of the 5K that they wanted.
Wow,
But in return, we're gonna meet with the Don and smuggle some goods.
Yeah.
these otters, they'll take you for everything.
That's right. Where there's muck, there's clams.
You think that they're cute when they're holding hands and it's floating around, but man,
They'll dash your brains out like an oyster on their tummies with a rock.
all right. I'm back.
So, the 5 of you are riding Old Tom's River south through the Dimwood. It's approaching dawn, leaving you see the light glow of the fires that are slowly being extinguished in Click-Clock Crossing behind you. The billowing plumes of smoke from the chaos and the carnage that the members of the Woodland Alliance had unleashed upon their oppressors not so long ago. There are several otters working the barge, with the skipper being the otter Scampy, who had negotiated with all of you. And it's at this point that you are you're probably a quarter of the way to Wortwallow. And you are surrounded by not as many townsfolk as you might expect, given how much space is on this barge, but not many of the denizens of the Dimwood could afford the prices that the Riverfolk Company was charging. And so it is here that you have just managed to narrowly escape Inspector Jarvis. At least you think so. Leaving him behind at Click-Clock Crossing as you ride south. The Wortwallow, the clearing, predominantly inhabited by, I think that's a mice clearing. Why don't you bring it up, Rich? Yes, by mice and frogs, toads, other swampy aquatic creatures.
But ruled by,
once again, the Marquisat. So you're not out of the woods. And
Inspector Jarvis see us. Was it very much like an au revoir, Inspector Jarvis? I slap my hand on my ass.
Would you like to cut back to that scene?
No, not if we're like trying to lay low. I didn't know if he saw us or not. We can like draw attention to us.
I think you did. You mentioned something.
If he was like, "Curse you, woodland critters," and we were like,
I would
We
say
saw like the form of him.
I would say as the barge was pulling away, you saw him, and you saw him turn in your direction just as the barge disappeared around the bend of the river. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm gonna keep a low profile.
And I'll make a roll for him.
Hopefully he can't afford the barge.
Well, I don't know. It depends on whether or not the Marquisate can bend the will of the otters.
Barge,
Iron
quick!
paws.
Follow that barge!
Yeah, maybe. He might have that kind of pull around here. We don't know.
I'm excited for the coming barge fights.
With that, you are discussing barge fights. As there are 2 teenage possums that are trying to start a fight club on the barge, and try to start barge fights. And there aren't many takers. As you ride south, not really sure what your game plan is, as you all have a moment of privacy. What do you all do?
What do we win? In the barge fights, I go to one of the possums.
That's a good question.
Oh, you actually...
He wants to join a bar fight.
I'm just saying, if there's like a prize or something, we just spent a lot on this barge, so I could use a little bit of, compensation for winning.
And for what it's worth, with your first rule being like, don't talk about barge fights, terrible marketing. You're never going to spread this thing anywhere if you don't talk about the barge fights.
Oh, God, that's why my marketing is so bad.
Oh, well, yeah, you got to spread by word of mouth. If you cut that off, you got nothing.
Yeah, you really should be advertising yourself on Click Clock.
Well, we just left Click Clock Crossing because there's utter chaos.
Yeah, well, you should have advertised yourself on Click Clock before you left.
Is that the one where it's spelled without the C's and it's just the K's?
Oh, my money don't jiggle, it folds.
Oh, God.
I don't know what that means. Speaking of money...
You obviously haven't been on Click Clock lately.
We were just there.
Thank you, Tofu Chipmunk,
thank
for
you.
the gifted sub to Vonica Love. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's so nice.
So is that a prize? Do you have to pay to enter? I'm just thinking that at least one of us could help earn some of our gold back.
Oh, follow-up question. Who do we fight? You?
Yeah. And if we do, my money's on Grumley.
Well, then, if we can get more people, it'll be a full tournament, and we'll have betting, and we'll take a portion of all of the proceeds.
Sure. Why?
Well, because we don't have any money. Our uncle spent everything he had to get us out of town.
Oh.
So how are you going to bet on it if you don't have any money?
Well, we're organizers, so we just take everything in a portion.
Right, gets to skim a little off the top. That's
That's business.
That's exactly right.
Oh, so we wouldn't fight you then?
Oh, no. Jimothy over here, he's a fighter.
Is he also a possum?
He's also a possum.
How much smaller is he than Grumley?
He's like a third of the size of
Oh, yeah, my money's definitely on Grumley here.
Well, but, you don't have anything? And your uncle spent all your gold? You poor, defenseless woodland critters cast out by the government in a horrible rebellion? I can't fight them.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, and also, they would just take a little bit of your money and then give you the winnings back, less whatever they took out of it.
They don't have any money for me to take, I guess. I mean, even if they did, is there anyone more, less disenfranchised that I could be?
You know what you could do, right? Because obviously this barge fight isn't going to work if you can't talk about it and you can't mock it. But what you can do, I've got magic, all right? I'll start off by saying that. Hello, my name's Peggy. I have magic I created.
Magic isn't real.
No, she invented it.
I will literally
That's dumb.
I will burn your flesh from your skeleton.
Don't make her mad.
All right? I've done it before. I know how animal flesh smells when it's being melted.
I got Jimothy guarding me.
I never want to smell that again.
You see that Jimothy is actually smaller than the possum who's talking to you, but he is scrappy, and he just looks at you and goes,
Oh, wow, that's, okay, all right, that's a new one.
Anyway, as I was saying...
I love possums.
All right, anyway, as I was saying, I don't think your barge fight's going to work out well for you, but what you could do is some grease wrestling. So here's the thing. I've got this great spell. I like to call it grease. What I do is I throw grease on the floor magically. And when it is on the floor, it becomes very slick. And if you roll around in it, people will pay money to watch it. I don't know why. I'm not sure what they get out of it, but they'll do it. And you can advertise it too.
Oh, we can talk about it?
You can talk about grease wrestling. So if you want to grease wrestle, neither one of you has to die is the great part about it, right?
Wait, it wasn't a fight to the death.
No one's going to pay for that.
Well...
It might be more on branding grease wrestling, you know?
Yeah, grease wrestling.
No, wrestling.
That's what I said.
It's a little different.
No?
No, it's a little different.
Do you want to wrestle in grease with this possum?
No, I don't like the idea.
For a lot of money?
I might. What kind of grease is it?
The kind that will never come out of your fur, trust me.
Actually, that's a good point. It's got to be some of that duck grease that I stole out of the kitchen before we left Click Clock Crossing.
Oh my God! Somebody stabbed me.
Thank God we don't have to deal with him anymore.
Oh, he's not here?
No, he's gone. He's with the Woodland Alliance. They ditched his ass.
Good.
He was basically like, please don't leave us. And we were like, we don't care, leave.
So we used him and then threw him in the trash.
Yes. And we were like, go. You've overstayed your welcome, Nestor. We don't ever want to hear from you ever again.
Why do we do more evil shit in this kind of a campaign than when we're
playing
actual Dungeons and Dragons?
just want to be left alone, really.
Vagabonds.
So anyway, that's my pitch. You can't talk about your barge fighting, so you're not going to make much money that way. We could really sell this duck grease wrestling. Did I say it right?
Yeah, you did.
All right.
That's what I was
So what are
thinking.
your thoughts?
Well, if it's a way we can make more money, I'm in. I'm a business possum.
I can tell.
Oh, wow. Thank you. No one's ever said that before.
I can tell.
I mean, yeah. And also, there's no one deadlier than Jimothy. And looks around. He just hisses at you.
Would Jimothy like to be first in the rink?
He looks and says, like, well, I think that we should save that. Jimothy's the champion grease wrestler, even though he just invented it right now.
So
And
he'll go last.
I'm so confident I'm going to put up... You guys have to put up your own money.
Well, I'm putting up the grease.
Well, yeah, wait. Hold on. Why are we putting up money for this? I'm very confused. I doze off for 3 seconds and I think about my own life for
If
one
you're
moment.
going to start an epic gambling ring, you have to have backers. So we've got to back this. Think about it this way, right?
Well, there's an entry fee.
Why don't you go see if anybody else just wants to watch some wrestling and charge for tickets?
Yeah, that seems like a lot more reasonable.
There's like 8 people on this barge.
It's a long barge ride. Just say, hey, you really want to be bored this whole time when you could be watching grease wrestling?
And tickets can be like 1,000 gold pieces, and then you'll get your money back, no problem.
You have 1,000 gold pieces?
Somebody might.
I would just
And
like
it's
to
not
say
like duck.
this barge was incredibly expensive. So out of the 7 people that are on it that don't include us, they either have no money or way too much money. So
That's a reasonable
you've got a
point.
50-50 chance.
Wait, hold on. You said there are 8 people on this barge. There's 5 of us, 2 of you, and the otter driving the barge.
Oh, well, actually, yep, that math doesn't make any sense at all. You're boned.
Go ask the otter captain if he wants to pay $1,000 for a
And
ticket to watch
to be
possum
quick,
wrestling.
no, actually, that's a really great idea because we gave him all of our money. The possums gave him all of their money. If we could convince him to put that money towards the grease wrestling, we could make our money back.
If I know anything
I've got
about
a
the otters, they're just going to
idea.
be pissed that there's grease all over the raft. But hey, anything's worth a try, I guess.
If there's 8 of us and just one of him, why don't we just take our money back? I said hushed. Look.
I thought we were well past trying
Hey, what
to...
did you just say back there?
Talking
Nothing.
about grease wrestling.
Look, stop it.
I can only stop an unstoppable force of nature for so long. I'm really trying here.
They could kill us.
Oh, we could kill them.
No, but you think killing one otter? I mean, we could be in the middle of the woods and 8 otters would jump out and cut our throats in 2 seconds.
Is that true?
Yes!
Oh, they will
I've
be
seen
killed.
it!
Let me just try to maybe frame things a little bit better for you here so you can understand, right? We go to the clearings and we see a lot of cats, and you think, oh, maybe the Marquisat are the ones who own this territory. And then you go, a little south, and you see the bird people, and you think, oh, maybe the Erie here. They own these places, right? They own the woods. But then when you really look at things, and you really look at things close, a little bit under the surface, you realize that everything is really owned by the otters.
Everything?
Everything.
So
seems
are we going to
unlikely.
start a grease wrestling ring or no?
I want nothing to do with that.
What if we do that and he... Oh, I guess he can swim pretty good. But what if he just slipped off the barge and it wasn't really a murdering per se?
Why are you trying to kill the guy that's driving the barge?
Well, because he took all our money and it wasn't fair.
Well, if he's so incensed about it, why don't we have a grease fight between Jimothy and Hazel, and we'll convince Pastrami or whatever the fuck the otter's name was to maybe bet
Stampy.
Scampy, and he can bet on who wins and who loses.
What, if you don't have any money,
Do
what
you have a
have?
wrestling outfit, Hazel?
I don't know. I've never really done wrestling.
It's like a really thin piece of fabric that goes between your butt cheeks and is super uncomfortable, but it's really stretchy.
But where would my tail go?
Oh no. Does anyone know how to sew?
Is that what that is? A wrestling costume? I'm wearing that right now.
Oh, well, maybe Bitsy can do it then.
Do you want to be the person that wrestles, Bitsy? If you've already got the costume
Where did you get duck grease?
from the kitchen.
Hot duck people.
You actually, so Bitsy, while you were leaving the kitchen from the Viceroy's private kitchen, you saw Peggy once she was free hop in and actually just rooted around Nestor's things, and there was a mysterious jar that just said duck grease.
And we don't know what that means at all.
And you have no idea. You have no idea what's in
It's
it.
really difficult to milk a duck. They have corkscrew penises.
I know.
Oh, God.
I guess I'd do it if I can get some money.
That sounds great. So I think we've got Bitsy against...
No, because I still don't have any money. What do you have?
just a cheeky attitude.
I don't even have food.
Oh, do you? Do you have any food?
No, we just get what's-his-face to bet.
Yeah, I got some strangely rectangular pies. They call them apple pies, but they're really not.
What are they? You're not sure? I could probably tell. If you wanted to just...
They come from a workshop that the Marquisat mass produces them.
I'll still try it if you want. I could be like a guinea pig chipmunk, so to speak. It could be dangerous.
Well, then
I don't want you to be in danger.
then we'll put up. We have 3 of them. We'll put up 3 of them.
Strip down, Bitsy.
And we have our grandfather's golden watch.
Well, I don't really have any use for that, but...
Well, it's made out of it's plated in gold, and it's the last memory we have of him.
Yeah,
He basically raised us.
what on earth do you need that for?
Yeah, that sounds like it's worth money. Definitely throw that in.
Okay, yeah. What are you guys gonna put in?
with the pies.
3 pies and a good priceless golden family heirloom.
Perfect.
And we're betting on Bitsy against Jeremy.
Timothy, I'm Jeremy.
Jeremy, I apologize. Sorry, a lot is going on. Yeah, all right, I'm in.
I don't want to wrestle him. He's the champ.
You gotta win. I don't know what to tell you. You can be the new champ. Come on, kid.
I thought I was going to wrestle Hazel.
No. You gotta take on old Jimmy Jeremy. You can do it.
I'll try.
I've got, at least a few ounces of weight on you.
How much weight do those pies are worth, and maybe the priceless family heirloom? I'm thinking maybe 20 gold pieces.
I mean, if you're lucky. What could we put up? Do we have any corn pone left from corn and milk day?
No, I just really have all the gold that we've made recently.
And you look around, and there are, by 8 people, he meant 8 people additionally, 8 passengers in addition to the crew.
Oh.
So
There's a couple.
So you get the sense that if you wanted to try to get people to bet on it and skim some off the top, you could.
Let's do that.
It sounds like a job for Booker, though.
Oh, boy, all right.
Come on. You're great at that kind of stuff. If I have any money,
I'll
give it to you.
okay, you guys, you start getting everything going here, and I'll just see if I
I've
can
got it under control.
drum up some business.
Quick,
Both myself and King George, we can handle this. And I'm going to open my mouth and let King George out. And then I'm going to use Mage Hand, which is just my tongue. And I'm going to start to use my hempen rope to set up an actual, a ring. And then I'm going to use eventually the grease spell to fill the ring with duck grease.
Okay.
But just to open the jar and
Yeah.
put the grease in.
Mage Tongue is coming to our Patreon soon as a custom homebrew spell.
So you see actually that this is also a cargo barge. So you're able to push around some of the cargo and barrels to make sure that you're able to actually form a ring. It's actually shockingly effective.
Perfect.
All right, go. No, keep going. Keep going.
I'll dip a little. I'll dip my paw into some of the duck grease on the side and start massaging it into Bitsy.
Oh,
Getting it on your.
I'm
elbows
gonna
and
eat
lean down.
lightning. I'm gonna grab thunder.
That's right. It's all gonna be all right. And if your eyes swell shut, just come and I'll cut you, Bitsy. I'll cut you.
Jeremy walks up to you and says, "You're no match for Jimothy. He's the champ. He's undefeated." Jimothy looks at you.
I'll get you, Jimothy. I'll grab you by the scalp and I'll just tear it off right quick. You watch your ass.
Fucking love Bitsy. Scary.
With that, Jimothy looks at you, and his eyes widen, and he leans down, and you see that there's a crate next to him. He leans down and just chomps onto the wood, and he rips off just a strip of wood, and there's splinters all in his mouth.
I look around. Do I see any like wood or something similar?
Yeah, there's crates and shit all around
These
you.
are cannon rusty nails right there.
Oh God! Piercing damage. Yikes!
That's horrible. This gonna hurt.
Blood everywhere. Bleeding from the mouth.
It looks like a Ren and Stimpy close-up. Like there's blood and fucking...
Take 6 points of piercing damage from the nails.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
That's
okay.
hilarious.
6?
6 points of piercing, yeah.
Yep. I have to remember how to use fucking Dungeons and Dragons here at that moment.
What's that?
It's natural.
Gotta give it up.
The total is 22.
22.
He falters.
Timothy.
He doesn't know what to do.
And he steps forward and he goes and he grabs the cup of nails and he looks down. He hands it back to you.
I spike it on the ground.
Let's do this thing.
And he hisses slightly less. And
really
there's definitely you put the fear into Jimothy's eyes. He still looks crazy as fuck.
Thanks, Hazel.
I will.
He spits up some splinters.
Bitsy, before we do this, you do know that you're gonna have to have a wrestling name, right? Yeah, we went. Who's gonna be the announcer for the? I'll do it. It's fine. Don't ask me too much. I start to get a little shy when people ask me often to do stuff like this, so I'll just go ahead and just agree right now.
What about Bitsy?
Was
the
anyone gonna
Merry
ask me
Mouse?
once
Oh, what?
to be the announcer?
Oh, I just assumed that you would.
Oh, do you want to be the announcer?
Oh my god! I just said don't ask me too much, but
Oh.
sure, I'll do it. So anyway, when I'm announcing you and I say Bitsy in the red corner, if I just say Bitsy in the red corner, that's stupid. Who wants to pay for that? I've got to say like Bitsy the
Murdering mouse.
Thank you, Hazel.
Or Mouse of Mayhem.
Perfect, yeah.
Or
Rusty Bucket Bitsy.
Oh, Rusty Bucket Bitsy.
Roll Constitution saving throw against Tetanus.
You're gonna get lockjaw before this thing even starts.
I wish I was an opossum. I couldn't get rabies.
like the rabid rodent. Rodent?
Very shortly.
Yeah, mice are rodents.
Okay.
Yeah,
Am I
yeah.
a rodent?
Possums are marsupials.
Aren't you a rodent?
Yeah,
She's a chipmunk.
I just connected that.
But you think that all rodents know what other rodents are?
Aren't they kind of like cousins?
That's really close-minded.
Rodent cousins?
We're totally different species.
I mean, sure, all rodents eat absolutely everything that gets close to their face, and we know that's true with Hazel.
Sure, both of our teeth just grow and grow and grow.
And can't be stopped.
But that doesn't mean...
Is Booker a raccoon? I mean, I know it's a raccoon. Is he a rodent?
Booker has thumbs.
Oh, yeah, he can't be one of us.
Oh, no, y'all have thumbs. We're all people.
What? I'm a frog.
Well, I know you're a frog.
I only have 4 fingers.
But one of them's a thumb.
What?
One of them's a thumb. A thumb.
That is quite literally the only finger I don't have is a thumb.
Probably has some existential crisis. And thank you for the follow, Hanklin's garlic dusted peanut. I got a Hanklin for garlic dusted saving throw.
That sounds
The old
amazing.
Bitsy, your Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
For tetanus? Whoa.
I don't feel so good. My jaw's tiny. I got knee.
Your jaw does lock up and you're in the poison condition.
Oh, no. You all right, Bitsy?
I can still wrestle. Let's do this thing.
That's what you're doing with your face. It's like even scarier than before.
It's like my teeth are wrestling already.
Yeah, use that. Use it. Use it in the ring. I'm sure some grease will loosen that right up.
You see Jimothy look at you, and he's getting his shoulders rubbed by Jeremy.
Yeah.
He's like, she's crazy. You're gonna destroy her. And as that happens, Booker, what are you doing?
I'll walk up to the first person on the raft, and I'm not eager. I'm just kind of like, I'm almost dragging my little feet, my little raccoon feet, and I go up to him. I get up to him, and I, excuse me, sorry to bother you. I know I look a little dejected, and that's just because I'm contemplating how my life got to this point.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know how else to say this, but there's going to be some sort of oil wrestling fight that's going on, and we're wondering if you'd like to bet on the... Oh my God, she's eating nails. The mouse that's eating nails, or the possum that's chewing on the raft? Are you interested? I don't know. I'm sorry. This is the best I've got right now. I'm very tired.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh my God, she's eating nails.
Jesus. Persuasion? 26.
Hell yeah.
And I just kind of shrug like this.
And this is a portly rabbit who's he's got like shaggy brown hair. There's a little bit of patches of white. He's wearing an outfit that's not very well fitting. You can tell that he just barely made it out of Dodge, and he just looks at you with these very deep bags under his eyes, and he looks over. He says, "I don't got anything better going on."
Join the
What are the odds?
I just say, oh.
What are the odds on the dog? He's fucking huge.
Oh,
He's a chunky. He looks like he can eat a lot. He looks like he can take a punch.
I'm glad you asked. He's actually my personal favorite fighter, but he's not fighting right now. Maybe we can work on that next time. But this time, what I hear is that there's no way the possum could possibly lose. No way. It's basically a sure thing. But don't tell the others I told you that.
Deception check.
Stop it. Stop it. Deception starts with a D.
Ends with an F.
Oh, that's going to be a 25.
Wow, thanks, pal.
Nothing, no problem.
Man, I appreciate it.
It's literally the best odds in sports betting. I can't continue it for me.
What's the minimum?
How much does he look like he has? I'd like to insight check him. I'd like to discern.
Yeah, make an
I would like to try to discern how much money he looks like he has.
Check.
Did you expect the session to go this way?
Fuck! I got a natural 1.
Nope.
Dude, twist it!
We're twisting it.
But my insight
Thank
is
you, Jack.
still okay. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, shitty die. Let's use you. Come on! 17.
17. Okay, for an insight check. You quickly survey.
Give him a once over.
His form. You can see that there is a very clearly a flask in his coat pocket that is fraying a little bit. And although his clothes are ratty, you actually notice that he has some pieces of jewelry, more than you'd expect. And you get the sense, you look at, I would say that you have met many people of this type. He seems to have been some sort of salesman or merchant of some kind, where you get the sense that although he's looking a little shabby, he probably has some extra gold.
Be about 100 gold pieces. Or of equal value of items that you've got on you. And don't worry, as the bookie, that's why they call me Booker, I've got the gold to back it up. And I jingle my money jingles in my...
it doesn't fold.
It doesn't fold in my pocket. And I just want to show him that I have the money to back the bets.
And he looks and he says, "So you're saying this is a sure thing?"
That's a sure thing as hell. I mean, that's what I get from the people who tell me the things about the odds and the people that I scope and talk to coaches and things like that. Hey, look, but I am the impartial judge here. I'm just saying, I got the thing with the money and, who knows what'll happen.
Okay, hold on. And he goes into his coin purse and he's trying to count. Well, I got 43 gold pieces. And then he starts pulling off rings, and he pulls in. And this is from my ex-wife.
Oh,
that's
perfect! Oh, wow! Oh, very nice.
And this, God, you're saying this is a sure thing, right?
Well, again, I'm just saying it's that's what I hear. The coach is very confident in his young, scrapping wood eating.
This is a locket that my daughter gave me.
Oh my God! Perfect. Oh, that's fantastic.
That should be worth about 100 gold pieces, right?
Done. I'll hold on to these for you, and I'll probably take some of the gold off stuff, finder's fee, risk reward, things like that. We're good. I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm going to triple my gold, right?
What?
I'm going to triple my gold?
I'll give or take, at least. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, now I'm in. Yeah,
you just go over there by the ring, and with a renewed sense of purpose and vigor, I go and I fleece the rest of the people into voting against Bitsy.
I do
the best that I can.
That's a lot of faith. This fucking guy might take me down
No, you have to beat the shit out of this stupid possum.
Right.
And I will attempt to equally sway people.
Okay.
But very subtly. I'm impartial. I'm just the Booker. And I'm trying to take everybody's money. And I'm hoping that Bitsy's going to win.
Okay, make a deception check for me.
Okay.
There's a single deception check to see how you do.
I hate this thing. Every time I scroll, it tries to change the fucking thing.
Yeah.
That'll be a 30.
The skill point is weird.
Okay, then make a persuasion check, and that affects the DC for how many people you get to get in on this.
Not as good. You said persuasion?
Yeah.
17.
17. You see that there is a fox family of 3, and they have spent everything to get onto this boat, and they are not interested at all. And especially the smell of the duck grease is starting to kind of waft.
Yeah, it's a little
delicious.
Going a little rancid.
It's a little gamey.
Yeah, it's a little gamey. But you're able to approach the most well-dressed person on this barge is actually a frog herself. And she's holding a parasol in a very nice bustle dress. And you are very easily able to get her to... she bets 700 gold pieces.
Whoa!
On Bitsy.
On Bitsy?
That was the intention, right?
They can bet whomever they'd like, but what I would like to have
swaying
them do is bet against Bitsy so that when she wins, we take all their money.
Oh, so on the possum. Yeah, she bets on the possum. Yeah, she bets on Jimothy. Yeah,
but if anybody were to want to bet on Bitsy, that's certainly not an issue. Right?
No, she bets on Jimothy. I misspoke. And
We're gonna get paid no matter what.
and you see that there is an older otter who is working, and he's looking over to the skipper, to Scampy, and he says, "Hey, come here. Here you go." And he gives you 40 gold pieces to bet on Jimothy. And so all in all, I'll probably say that from the individuals and from personal effects and heirlooms, there are probably 1,300 gold pieces worth bet on Jimothy.
All right. Okay. Well, I hit everybody up. We got some bets here. How you feeling, Bitsy? You're looking a little tense. You're looking a little tight. You all right? You gonna be all right?
Let's do this thing.
You gotta win this one, all right? We really need you to win.
Do we have to bet?
I greased her up good.
I mean, I got the money to back it if they really try to I got a backup plan. Don't worry. If this goes south, I bet Bits. Look how ready she's chomping at the bit to win.
But doesn't one of us need to bid on Bitsy to win?
Yeah, no one even bet on the stupid mouse. No, we just... Jimothy, you're good. You're a sure thing.
You know, I can't bet because I am the MC of the evening. Hazel can't bet because she's the coach. Booker can't bet because it would be a conflict of interest.
That's right.
So I think Grumley needs to bet 500 gold pieces.
500?
I don't have. What, can we use the corn bone? Oh, we had a corn bone again. Remind me.
It's all right. Just say that you're gonna bet. It's not the money we got anyway. We can back it up. It's fine.
I'm gonna bet all the money I have on Bitsy.
Which is 500 gold pieces, right?
Which is 500 gold pieces.
Oh, you absolute fool! How could you do something like this?
Question mark.
You know that she's
the
gonna
only one
lose,
with-
though, right?
But that's my Bitsy. She's gonna win.
All right, listen.
I believe in you.
Before this gets going, I just want to give you the gravity of the situation. You have to win this, all right?
Yeah, you agree.
Take no prisoners, and I'm gonna give her inspiration.
And I'm gonna scoop in and stare at you in the face. Your mouth looks horrible right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you something to try and make it better, all right? Yeah?
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna take my mushrooms and press them into her teeth and force them into her mouth and cast haste.
Just up under the gum.
on Bitsy.
Yeah, you do that. And Jeremy walks up to you and says, so the victory fee is half of the bets, right? The prize. There's got to be a prize for the winner.
Oh, yeah, sure. That sounds perfect.
Okay,
I'm
businessman.
not good at math.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Okay.
Wait, hold on, Bitsy. Do you need your mouth to fight? To wrestle? To wrestle?
Are you supposed to use your mouth during grease wrestling?
That seems
not
like
think-
teeth would be good to have.
Can someone give me like a wooden wedge or something? I'll fix it right up.
You can use my staff.
Oh, okay, thanks.
And I'm gonna take the end of the staff.
Give me a Bitsy.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna like get it like right here, and I just wanna like pound on the end and try to like break her jaw open, casting lay on
Jesus.
hands to end the poison effect.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's extremely painful.
Ow, my muscles!
You cough up a nail.
Oh, it's got to feel better already. Save that.
The nail?
Yeah. You might need
It's right
it.
here behind my ear.
That's good.
Oh, and you should, I found one of Booker's last bottles of whiskey. Let me just try to like disinfect your mouth a little bit.
And I'm gonna heal you for 6 points of lay on hands additionally.
Thanks.
Okay. So it's like, so half the earnings
To the victor.
to the victor and then 10% of the bets.
5%.
For all of us, we split.
5%.
20%.
You went the wrong direction. Now you're supposed to say 7.5.
That's going to cost you, though.
So your phrase is 7.5. Repeat after me.
7.5.
5.5.
5%.
Done.
Okay, get to announcing.
That's not very business etiquette day of you, Andy.
All right, you make sure that Jimothy's over in the... Do you want blue or red?
Oh, red.
Make sure Jimothy's over in the blue corner, all right?
Okay, Jimothy. Brother, you're gonna do this. We're gonna do this for Grandpa and for Mom. And for Uncle Jimbo, who gave everything he had. We're gonna do him proud. And he's nodding and hissing.
And then I'm going to make my way into the middle of the grease pit. I'm going to slip a couple of times and fall. But I'm eventually going to get out to the middle. And I'm going to yell out, everybody on this barge, it's time now for some grease wrestling.
Straight. I can't wait to watch this.
If you have bet for this fight, you know you're in for a good time. Yeah. This
Very
fight is
pleasant.
brought to you by basically all of us on this barge right now. In the blue corner, we've got Jimothy. Thanks. All right. Now.
Yeah, Jimothy! And the whole crowd is going crazy.
Yeah. Jimothy's not going to get much more of an announcement because he's highly favored here, okay? He's highly favored and definitely flavored.
He's the champ! Yeah!
Undefeated.
Undefeated.
So if you bet on Jimothy, you're probably going to get your money's worth.
Yeah,
Now,
wow, I wish I'd done that.
to the underdog. Let's give a round of applause
I'm a mouse.
for the... Oh my God, can you please let me do this?
Okay.
You're wrestling, I'm announcing, all right?
I'm sorry.
Shut up.
All right.
Eat some more nails.
Don't do that.
Don't, please.
All right, can we give a round of applause for the undermouse in the red corner?
I'll bet 500 gold pieces.
The manic mouse of Muckwallow. Hey,
Boo!
Yeah, Bitsy.
Boo! You
the
saw.
terrible toother of TikTok crossing. I don't know. What is it called?
Click-clock.
Oh, the creeping crustacean. Are crustaceans mice? Bitsy!
No rusty bucket, Bitsy.
Oh, Rusty Bucket
Boy,
Bitsy.
don't you mention the creeping crustacean here. It'll hear you. It'll hear you. You've invoked its name.
You see a giant crawdad breach just slightly off the riverbank.
You see now that the older drunken sailor on the barge is now looking very nervously over the river.
We summoned some kind of elder being.
The elder crawdad.
And with that, let this, we gotta go over some of the rules. So the rules are, you're gonna get into the ring, you're gonna start wrestling. Whichever one of you survives is the winner.
So how you win?
You either survive or you're the last one to give up.
Oh, okay.
So you can give up by screaming, what do we want people to scream?
Uncle? Is that what people scream?
Uncle Roger.
Bitsy, what's a word that you don't know how to say very well?
Spaghetti.
If you want to give up, you say the word spaghetti, and it has to be pronounced fully or it doesn't count.
That's right.
Jimothy, can you say the word spaghetti?
He can't talk at all.
Or you have to hiss.
Oh, does he give... No, that's too specific.
That's all he does. Yeah, that works.
But he's going to give up me. He just gave up then.
Then I don't know what to do about this.
No, just don't kill him.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna kill him. I just need to know how to win a grease wrestling.
You have to throw him out of the ring.
Oh, wow.
The first person thrown out of the ring by the other person or dead. All right, are we done? This is clearly a well-oiled machine. Let the games begin.
It's Grease.
Well,
It's
I
Grease.
get it.
The denizens on the barge that are paying attention and actually care about this are cheering as the older otter sailor is trying to keep the other otters on the barge away from the scene, especially Skipper Scampy, as he's nervously looking in the river after the invocation of the creeping crustacean. And it's with this I need you to roll initiative. As Jeremy says, Timothy, go
Is
get her.
initiative a deck save?
Show no mercy. Show no mercy.
Check.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good.
You have +2 to your AC.
Okay.
And you get to take an extra action.
Yeah, and you're hasted.
I'm a tank. Is this what Toe feels like all the time? All right, I'm
You should
gonna...
go ape shit on this guy.
22.
22?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to roll.
And you don't forget your bardic inspiration.
Timothy, who's wearing like torn overalls, he just leans down and he bites into the side of a barrel, and there's just splinters everywhere, and he spits.
He's going to be really full for this fight. Doesn't he know that's going to slow him
But
down?
there is still a bit of hesitation. The eating the nails did seem to have shaken him a bit.
When I grab your scalp and I pull it off, I'm gonna rip it all the way down to your ass!
What?
I just,
What the hell does that mean?
I just do this and you can see my bloodied teeth with like bits of shrooms sticking out.
We're just like open mouth, like
Yeah.
at each other from across the ring.
Yep. And you see the drunken rabbit salesman say, this is the most entertaining thing I've seen in months. Go ahead, you're first.
Oh, terrific.
Beat the absolute piss out of this guy.
I'll run up. Is he within 40 feet of me?
Yeah, so he's in the other corner. He's running to meet you as he's spitting out splinters and he's running. His tail is flailing behind him. You can see that his nails actually look shockingly sharp.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to just as we're about to collide, I'm going to dive into the grease and attempt to slip underneath him, and I'm going to start to go up to grab him by the legs and Zangief him backwards behind him.
Okay, roll your first attack.
I will. That's going to be 2 attacks because of how I work. One's going to be a natural 20.
Yes! Yes! That Pocky Watch is mine, old man!
Oh, this is going to get so much worse for you because I have the crusher feet.
You might actually just one-shot this guy.
How do I do fucking damage? It's going to be... I should pour some fucking flurry of blows in this because it doubles all the dice, right? Yeah.
Give him everything. Unleash hell.
All right. So the other one is a 19. Does that hit?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so that's going to be this, then this is going to be that, and then I'm going to pour a key point into it for the purposes of flurry of blows, which
2 more attacks.
means I get 2 more attacks. I'm going to start doing this like this. Another natural 20.
Yes! Yes!
That 3 is actually a 13 now.
That's a 13, so that hits. I'm going to turn it to
That's
a 13.
Jesus.
There's the 13. That's going to be that dice. And then I take my hasted action, which is going to be an additional 2 attacks.
Oh, shit.
Those both hit also, so that's going to be an additional... I'll roll this d6.
What's your plus to each attack?
This d6, 5. So,
you are talking like 50-something damage. This is ridiculous.
Timothy's gonna die.
Yeah, you actually might just kill him right at the starting bell.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a fireball.
Well, plus all the plus.
10. Plus 10 is 20. 5, 6.
Plus 25.
Yeah, so 50 plus points of damage.
61?
I should have been fishing for criticals because after I used the crusher, after I crit with a critical, all of them should have been advantage, but I completely forgot about that.
Fish for crits.
Fish for crits?
Yeah.
Fish for crits.
Okay, so that would have been...
So how much damage right now?
I want to say 52, but I'm not paying 100%.
I think it's 54.
54. Okay, so we're at 54.
Okay.
Let's pause because
You might just have to add some dice.
this dice, and this
Yeah,
dice
just 3
would have
more
been
dice.
at...
Just reroll them.
Well, no, because 2 crit already, right? So just...
Yeah, just roll 3 more dice.
Yeah, so just reroll this straight.
If any of them are a crit, I'll add additional dice.
Let's go!
And so that'll be an additional
Oh, this is the easiest 1,300 gold pieces like we've ever made!
61 points of damage, and he flies back 5 feet because of the crusher feet, where I'll push him back so he's now 5 feet away from me. And I'll use 1 more key point to take the dodge action because I can
You just Ip-Man'd the shit out of him.
Well, isn't it 5 feet per hit, too?
You could literally just
Oh, you might actually
him
just
out of
like
the ring.
bang right out of the
Barge.
One Punch Man him.
When you hit a creature with an attack,
Yeah.
you can move him 5 feet.
Yeah, so you
So
can
I
move
could
him
go hit him
20
5
feet.
feet, then move, hit
Yeah.
5 feet, then move, hit them 5 feet.
Describe this whole how you do that. How Bitsy does this. As he's
I slide underneath him and grab him by the waist, and I suplex him like so, and then I roll on top of him so that I'm actually straddling him, grab both of his feet, and do another roll, and he double suplexes, cracking his skull back against the greasy floor each time, and then I flip around, grab him, and I Bowser-style Super Mario him all the way around, smashing him into the side and throwing him out in one direction, covered in grease, fluffy, breathing heavy, blood coming out of my mouth. Yes!
Holy shit!
Oh my god! What did Bitsy just do to him?
so you do that.
Yeah.
And you chuck this teenage possum, and he flies covered in grease. And
This non-verbal teenage possum.
and he goes, and he smashes against the barrel. And
Oh no!
Bitsy!
And the crowd
House of Mayhem!
finally gasps in abject horror.
Who's the champion now?
Holy shit! It's over!
Is it over?
What the fuck?
I run over to Jimothy.
Ding ding ding!
Yeah, and
I
I'm
didn't
gonna.
say non-lethal.
You run over to Jimothy as Jeremy runs over. Jimothy, you are the champ! Jimothy, no! And he's gonna run over, and you run over.
I run over and I check to see if he's alive.
No, he's not.
Oh my god! I just killed a teenager.
Holy shit! Jimothy! Stay with me!
Roll medicine check.
Wake up! Wake up!
This got really dark really quick.
Holy fuck! Thank you for the bits to strike your face. We appreciate it.
It's at 17.
17. With the 17.
Put it towards the burial fund for Jimothy.
You just hear this whisper.
Spaghetti!
Oh my god.
You
That's too
you
much.
run up to him and you check his vitals. And, I gave him 30 hit points.
Holy shit! You overkilled him.
Which means he is actually
He's just
dead.
You check and Jimothy's been smashed against the barrel. And you find no pulse at all.
Get him up!
Well, we're not there. We're celebrating Bitsy's victory.
I'm running around the grease pit, high-fiving everybody who's willing to put their hand up, and most of them are just like...
And I jump into the middle of the pit, and I'm like, congratulations to Brutal Bitsy, the winner! Taking down Jimothy, the undefeated champion! Well, let's get Jimothy back in here for, celebrate a second place.
Hold him by his hand.
I'll walk over to Jeremy and I'll be like, here's your 5%. And I'm going to drop 65 gold pieces into his hand. And then I'll just pat him on the shoulder. And then I'm going to go over to Bitsy and I'll be like, here's the remaining 600 half for your winnings.
Thanks.
And here's the rest of it that goes to the only person who bet on Bitsy. You fine gentlemen.
Cheers!
He's dead.
Maybe he's just playing possum.
You killed
They
him.
do that,
You killed him, Bitsy.
Yeah, so the games are over. We'll see about a rematch. Thanks for being here.
Booker, you gotta get ahead of this. You should talk to Pastrami and make sure that there's no legal implications for this. And if there is, we should figure out how to pay him off.
I'll handle it.
You can just tell him we're in international rivers.
All right.
Bitsy, put your clothes on and hide the gold, quick!
You guys deal with all this,
It's hard to put on
and I'll go talk to the otter. Oh, God.
Should we say anything to the family?
Jimothy! Were there any family heirlooms that we should give those back?
No. And I go and I leave and I go talk to the otter.
Where's the pie?
Oh, yeah, no, I got those. Here, take these. I don't want them. They're causing crumbs everywhere.
I could take those. Just, yeah. There we go.
And I'll leave.
Just a little bit of
and
lip,
leave them
that's
to their
fine.
devices.
So you do that, and let me put the music back on.
Oh, really? Oh, you took a turn, huh?
It's weird to be sad to this tune.
Can't Mr. Dog? Can't you do nothing?
I mean, there's nothing to do. He's already gone. I'm trained in field medicine, and there's nothing I can do. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, lad. I'm sorry for well, I guess you really suggested the fighting ring, and I'm sorry.
It was all Jimmy V's idea. I didn't want to do it.
Well,
He's the mastermind.
in that case, it's kind of like he got what he was asking for, huh? You want to bite a pie?
I don't want pie.
Okay.
And with that, you approach. You see that far ahead, or I guess far in the back, high up. You guys have been sheltered by boxes or crates, just for the sake of this. As you see Skipper Scampy.
Oh, hey, Skipper. Hi, Scampy, sir. It's your good friend Booker again. How's it going?
How you doing?
I've been better.
It's a good river. It's good fair seas, fair currents,
Well, hold that thought.
It's a really good day.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's about to get really worse. Listen, we were back over in front of the ship. Things were getting a little rowdy. People were trying to give some, on barge entertainment as we were going, and unfortunately, we have a corpse.
Oh, now that sounds really entertainment. What?
Listen, I'm sure that this is not the first time that you've had to deal with something like this, and I'm sure that we can just make it go away. One of the passengers is dead.
How did the passenger die? Did he already paid up front?
Hey, I don't know. That's all on you. All I can say is that they were looking to do a little bare knuckle boxing. Things get a little boring out here on the river. And one thing leads to another. Wham, bam, he's dead.
How much blood is there?
Surprisingly little. It was a very clean job.
Grease really staunches the capillaries.
He just stares off into the river.
Oh, God.
And he looks back at you and he says, "Do they have any family?"
Only just the one possum that's on the boat with him, right?
Two, right?
The one possum?
Or are there two?
There's two possums. Well, they're both possums. They're brothers.
But I'm saying there were originally three brothers or originally two brothers?
Just two brothers, yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, there's just one of them left, actually. Oh, no.
Booker, my friend.
What?
We don't like revenge plots here
Well,
in the Riverfolk Company.
well, yeah, but you take care of that, right? It's the artist take care of this. That's what I said. You've done this before. Not Booker's done this before.
Booker, my friend. Come here. Come here.
No. What? No.
Come here. Would you like to share a clam with me?
Oh, no. I'm very full.
He reaches up and kind of gives you a tap on the face.
We had a lot of clams
You got
earlier.
nice fingers. You play the banjo real well, huh?
I dabble a little on the banjo, I guess.
You won't be so good at dabbling on the banjo if you lose a couple of them, would you?
Not his little hands.
I suppose not.
Can't hold any cotton candy with those hands if
Oh, Mike, why?
if you lose a couple fingers, huh?
All right, you know what? I'll deal with it. I'll deal with
on the
it.
internet.
You're gonna deal with it?
I'll deal with it.
So I don't have to worry
You don't
about
have
it.
to worry about it.
So I don't have to tell the Don about this.
You don't have to tell the Don
It
about this.
disappears.
Yep, I'll deal
And
with it.
and all my guys, they're busy. They have work to do.
Understood. I'll deal with it.
Thank you, Booker.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you for letting me know.
Oh, dear God. And I'll rush back to the rest of them.
While this is happening, I'm gonna go up to Peggy.
Hey, Peggy.
Yeah, what's up?
So, since you invented magic, have you invented a way to, resurrect the dead yet? Bring someone back from the great beyond?
No.
You haven't figured it out yet?
Well, it's not that I haven't figured it out yet. I just don't see any reason to have undead thralls hanging around me taking up my time when I already have to spend a significant amount of my time grooming King George.
Well, talking about undead thralls, I just mean sort of, just back to how he was. Just not dead, before Bitsy killed him horribly.
I don't think anyone can do something like that. What do you mean Bitsy killed somebody?
What? Yeah, Bitsy Zangief got to death.
Bitsy did what?
Zangief got to death.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Bitsy,
What does that mean?
When Bitsy was doing that move, she kept saying Zangief. I don't really know. I'm presuming it's grabbing him and like throwing him back.
Wait, so what you're trying to tell me is that possum that could only hiss, that one is dead now?
Did you miss? Yeah, he's dead. He died from his. I mean, he died instantly. I mean, I was gonna say he died from his wounds, but
No, that was the first strike.
it was. I mean, he just died. It
was entirely a ragdoll after that.
Very blunt force trauma.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead, Peggy. As in, like, not alive. He's like, you know.
Are you sure he's not playing possum?
I mean, I felt around in a couple of his vertebrae, and they were just totally separated.
Oh, God.
Have you heard of internal decapitation?
Oh, God.
That's basically.
That's terrible.
That makes sense.
Really more like a bag of loose meat at this point.
We're sure he wasn't like that before the fight. For sure.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't. I'm pretty sure his vertebrae were fine before the fight.
Oh.
You think this is funny, Peggy? I can't believe you're laughing at this.
It's just a little bit of gallows humor, you know? Just when something horrible like this happens, I just laugh. Don't ever invite me to a funeral, because it's the giggle loop, you know? They call it the giggle loop. Once somebody cracks, everybody starts cracking.
Mr. Dog,
Yes.
you're from the army, right?
Sort of.
And would you help prepare my brother for a river burial and say some nice words?
A burial at sea. Absolutely, of course I can.
Yeah, please. You deserve those winnings. You bet fair and square.
I'm sorry I bet against him. I mean, really, I just feel awful. That's like a massive sack of gold.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Look, you know, Jeremy, I know that it's really gotta be horrible to lose your brother in such a heinous way.
It was so heinous.
He was there for an instant and then gone in an instant, and I know that's gotta be hard.
It was like a Raggedy Jan doll.
And I'm sure that wasn't his jam
Covered
to
in
see.
grease.
Yeah, I know. But he was the undefeated champ, you know? And
Well, because he never won either.
He was the undefeated champ all the way to the end.
I don't,
Till
you
he was
know,
defeated.
I didn't know him that well, but I imagine there's no other way he would have wanted to go than in the heat of battle, fighting for what he believed in.
Kissing like his life depended on it, which it turned out it did.
You know, she's really disrespectful of the dead. I'm gonna help this poor little lad, all right?
Can you please? Oh, thank you, Sue Dog.
Wait,
Oh, you're a good dog. You're a good
Oh,
boy,
well,
dog.
where's your uncle?
My tail starts wagging a little bit.
Oh, he couldn't afford the barge. He's back in Click Clock Crossing. Oh,
Who's back in Club Crossing?
His uncle.
our uncle, Uncle Jimbo. He paid everything he had to send us down to safety in Ward Wallow.
Who were you meeting in Wart Wallow?
Oh, we're just gonna try to make our way
I mean,
away
if-
from the chaos of the and
If a mouse killed him that quickly in a horrible grease spite accident, I imagine it would have been really difficult for you in Wart Wallow.
well, he said to check out some spots where he might still have old friends that might still be alive.
Yeah, and we could maybe help you get there. When we get to the other side, we could try to help.
Oh, would you really do that for us?
I don't know. Probably not.
Oh,
Because
this
we
is
don't really
so
have anywhere to
sad.
stay either, so maybe they could take us in too, and it would be like we were all family. And have like family dinners and stuff, you know, together.
I don't have a family anymore except for Uncle Jimbo.
Well, so you do then. Don't forget about old Uncle Jimbo. I'm sure he's going to meet you.
If he survives, the Marquis Odd Soldier's coming in their investigation.
Do you think Alexander could look after him?
You talking about Alexander Hamiltoad?
Yeah. What was his name? Just Hamiltoad, I forget.
Where is that?
No,
old
his name
Hamilton?
was Alexander. His last name's Hamiltoad.
I mean, do you think he could look after
Oh,
him?
well, he's the mayor now.
At least for a little bit, you know?
He's always so busy writing letters.
I mean, he could probably take a fucking second to,
I don't-
just get out.
I don't know. He writes like he's running out of time.
I mean, we should feel somewhat responsible for this. I mean, you did suggest a grease fight.
That's true, Katie.
I suggested the grease fight. They were the ones that suggested the fight to begin with.
Yeah, but maybe if he hadn't been so greased up with duck grease, he wouldn't have flown out of Bitsy's arms so hard into that barrel.
And Hazel's responsible because she didn't want to fight her. She did offer Bitsy to participate.
It's my fault.
That's right, it's Bitsy's
Just
fault.
before the first suplex, he was like, spaghetti!
Well, to be fair, we did say that you had to say it clearly and completely.
That's fair. All right. I can buy that. I'm sorry for what I did. I didn't realize
You're a
I was so
monster!
strong. I mean, that maybe we add that to the title. I'm sorry.
He really looked sturdier than he was, it seems.
He was chewing up all that wood.
I just think you're evil. You're a bad person.
That's not very nice.
He murdered my brother.
You
Not
put
the
your brother
Hazel.
to be murdered. Why didn't you fight? Maybe it's your fault.
He wanted to fight. Do you see how many splinters he ate?
Well, then to me, it sounds like it was your brother's fault for wanting to fight in the first
Oh
place.
my god, I can't
He-
believe I'm in this.
He knew the stakes.
Maybe if he hadn't eaten so many splinters, his stomach wouldn't have entirely bled out when he got hit.
No, it was the internal decapitation, I'm
You
telling
don't
you.
know that. You're not a doctor.
I felt it all. It was a little of everything.
Well, Jimothy would hate to hear this. Let's give him his proper burial, Mr. Dog.
We
All
could
right.
all hiss in his honor.
Do you have some kind of shroud? Does anybody have any cloth or anything? Some kind of shroud? No?
We could use you. That's
Do
disrespectful.
you have any, like, old blankets of his?
What this?
Your greasy wrestling diaper.
I got this greasy wrestling diaper right here. That one doesn't count. That one doesn't count against the shit.
I regretted it as soon as I offered it.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm all covered in grease. I'm gonna have to ask somebody if they got any baking soda.
So I'll get rid of grease.
This is Kelsey asking. Is that really good?
You
If
see
you have
as,
like a spill, it'll soak
as
it up. and then
Jeremy
vinegar.
walks forward
Damn.
And he says, this was his favorite blanket. I think he'd want to be buried with it.
and it's like this
Use the
patchwork,
blankie.
this patchwork blanket.
Let's get him taken care of.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to his body and wrap him tightly in the blanket as gently as I can, and like try to like put him back together. You know, like straighten out all of his bones.
Jesus.
And wrap him in a tight bundle.
Do you mind sharing a memory of Jimothy?
Yeah. And he he guides you over to the side of the boat and says, "Can you help me put him up on the side here? You're strong."
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
And I'll hold on to keep him steady.
Oh, good, thank you. Jimothy was my best brother, my only brother. There was a time where we would snuck into old Uncle Jimbo's stores in his restaurant that he used to run. And we got covered in grease. It's kind of a strangely fitting story. And we stole a whole sack of corn pone, and he actually called the authorities on us, and we actually got out of it.
Jimbo kind of sounds like a dick.
He was, but he had a redemption arc. It's
Oh,
okay.
that's okay. Sorry, go on.
It was more of a cover emotion for grief that he had. Anyway,
Grease or grease?
yes.
Still got enough grease in your ears.
And the thing about Jimothy that I liked the most is that he was always so good at playing possum. I need to make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
I knew it! Fucking possum!
Holy shit. Well, one was a natural 20, but that's a 7. Oh, wait, no, I'm a paladin. Hold on.
I
The hell?
got that all right.
Twisted Dread.
Oh boy. One worse.
10. You see as the bundle is immediately shredded with claws and in a blur of fur, the bag of gold has been removed from your hands as both possums leap forward, knocking you backwards, snatching the bag of gold,
600. I'll remove it.
and leaping off the barge into the reeds.
Oh, Peggy! Did you turn him into an undead troll?
It's a ghost!
And this makes the exact moment that Booker walks back as they're completely gone.
I'll never forget you, Jimothy.
All right,
What the hell just happened?
Grumley, I got bad news.
Oh,
We gotta kill the other kid.
What?
We gotta deal with it. I talked to the otter. He doesn't want the dead body here. He said we gotta take care of the loose thread, and I don't really want to do it, but we gotta kill the other kid.
I throw a fireball where they just jumped off.
Okay.
I take my. All right then, and I take my final Molotov cocktail and I chuck it down into the reeds.
But if you miss, we're on a boat covered in grease.
I know.
Roll damage.
And Jimothy's dexterity saving throw is a 4.
Okay.
Important.
Oh no, I'm just waiting to see what happens. I mean, there's going to be a massive explosion.
Can I have some D6s?
Yeah.
How many?
Have as many as
3.
you like.
Ooh.
There's nothing really for me to react to until this happens.
I love it.
32 points of fire damage.
32 points of fire damage.
Is this like from like under the water, like, or is it like on top of the water, like?
So
would they be I like the depth charge idea.
So
Yeah,
they
like a depth charge.
leap forward, and you see as they leap, and you actually had been very close to the bed. And you get the sense now that that Jeremy had been waiting till the barge was close to the reeds on the bank, and they leapt forward and disappeared into the very tall grass and the reeds that are whipping back and forth in the wind. You see Peggy immediately reach into her pack and pull out the flaming jar.
And as I let it loose, I go, "Yeah, you piece of shit kid. You want to tell me magic doesn't exist?" I'm gonna roll that thing over the side of the boat.
And you see the reeds moving, and suddenly, and you hear, "Oh my fucking god!" from the skipper, as there's a massive explosion, and the reeds, everything is completely singed and explodes, and it's just an empty crater.
Oh, gosh. I think you either got it really good or you missed.
What the hells was that? What? I was gone for 5 minutes. What happened?
It turned out that Jimothy wasn't dead. I didn't kill a guy.
Yeah, they jumped off the boat, but you said we had to kill the kids, so I
What?
just did it anyway.
Oh my!
With our gold, Booker.
They stole the gold.
Wait, now we don't know if they're dead or the. Well, okay. If they're both dead or they're both alive, oh my god! Somebody's gotta go talk to Scan. I can deal with this. I can handle this. I will handle this.
But wait, what about the gold?
So did I do a good job?
Beats the fuck out of me. It depends on if they're both dead or both alive.
I jump
Oh,
off
I
the
don't
raft
know.
and I run to where
Well,
they
it's
are,
certainly one or the other.
where I think they might be.
I attempt to jump off the raft, but I slip in my own grease and I just hit my chin against the bottom of the barge floor.
You jump. Are you gonna jump into the river?
Yeah, jump in the river.
Okay, make an athletics check at disadvantage because you're wearing armor.
Oh no.
Oh, good.
Probably no. You're top of it, you're gonna sink.
I think Brumley might be a little too honorable to be hanging out with the likes of us.
17. 17. You plunge into the water and you sink, but with the 17, you're able to doggy paddle. And eventually, you get over there, and you make your way towards
towards the skipper. And he's running out as he goes, I didn't mean to blow him up!
But to be fair, 1, you didn't specify, and 2, I didn't really get a chance to explain anything before everything just kind of went pear-shaped. But hey, it's okay.
What the fuck happened?
It's been dealt with. I told you I'd handle it, and that's what happened. It's been handled.
There's no loose ends.
None.
Fuck. Yeah, no, I think the Don will have some use for you guys.
Oh no.
Well, that's what we were kind of hoping.
We're in the mud now.
Oh no.
I was worried I was going to have to call in the wolf.
Wait, the what?
The wolf.
Is he a grease fighter like me?
What? What the fuck did you get? Fuck!
Sorry, I'm really fast.
Grease makes her silent.
I'm as quiet as a mouse.
Grease.
Quiet as a grease mouse.
What was I even saying? I lost my train of fucking thought.
This is a barge ride from hell.
We are at your service.
Okay. Well, if there's no loose ends, there's no revenge plots happening. The Dom hates revenge plots.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
I think we
understand?
just have to worry about their Uncle Jimbo when he finds out.
Oh, Jimbo? And the Click Clock Crossing?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll call a guy.
great.
Yeah. I'll send him
Apparently he had a redemption arc, so.
That's what they all say.
Ain't it though?
Yeah, no. There's no redemption.
Yeah, I gotta start working on mine.
Well, more claims for the rest of us. And he goes back to his business. Grumley, you swim and make your way.
Jeremy! Timothy!
You swim through the water, and there's still some of the reeds that are crackling with fire, shards of glass that you're swimming around. There's some large dragonflies that are flying around, and the smoke from all of this flame is kind of sending them away. And you just see just wreckage and flames.
Do I see any corpses?
Make a perception check.
Or gold pieces.
We're not going to be so lucky.
Perception. 11?
And 11, you don't. You see a single gold piece.
I'm gonna just very quietly bury the gold piece.
Rest in peace. Brothers, possums, Jeremy and Timothy. We hardly knew you. And you didn't deserve to die so young. But Booker did say to kill the kid. And, this is what happens sometimes, I guess. Anyways. Hopefully a great tree spirit and the River King take you on your way to the Dimwood of the Beyond. The Dimwood.
And I'll just turn. I'll see the Barge. Oh, fuck.
It's like down the river at this point.
Yeah.
You're gone.
I'm gonna start hustling down the
There's no way you're catching up with the Barge.
down the Barge. Wait!
Who's Crumley?
Come back!
What are we gonna do about this?
Wait!
You do that, and you all hear Grumley's out of breath voice shouting at you from behind the barge as he's running along the bank well behind you.
Is there any rope? Is there rope? Somebody find a rope!
Help!
Is there rope on board?
Oh, there's a lot of rope.
I would find a long piece of rope and tie one side to the railing and cast the other rope off to try to trail it behind the barge so he can
Okay.
hang on to it.
Okay.
Grab the rope, Grumley! Go faster!
Can I catch it?
Run faster!
You gotta go faster,
Make an athletics
Grumley!
check.
It's a barge, not a motorboat!
Athletics?
Looks pretty good.
Could be all right. 18.
18.
Good.
I would say that you're able to, you see as it, the barge actually having to turn around a bend in the river, which is your saving grace, as it is almost passing you in front of you, as you are able to attempt to make the jump to grab the rope. And make an acrobatics or athletics check.
Even better.
26.
Big money.
You see Grumly smash into the rope, and he fumbles with it. He just sinks down into the river, and the water is just completely still. But as the ripples, the ripples cease, and then suddenly, and Grumly erupts
like a tuna.
Yeah,
like a breaching tuna.
Guys, help me reel him in!
So we'll reel Grumly in and get him on board.
We don't shake off.
Did you find the gold?
Well, why did you jump overboard? What was that?
Just to see if I could save him.
Save?
The gold?
Wait, both of the... Wait.
Wait, you were trying to save the people I was just ordered to kill?
No, I mean, just because Booker told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it?
Well, no, that would be stupid.
There's a
Why
lot
would
of...
you kill a kid.
I stole our gold.
Well, so, first
They
off...
tricked us. That felt bad internally in my heart.
There's a lot of problems here, right? Is that first we thought the one was dead, so I went back and I told the captain that he was dead, and he told me to tie up the loose ends. What I'm hearing is in the meantime, while I was gone, the kid wasn't dead, which means there wasn't any loose ends to tie up.
So why'd you tell me to kill the kid then?
I was passing along the message, and no one told me that the kids had stolen our gold, which, by the way, now makes us even as far as I'm concerned.
Where's the gold?
He was playing possum. No, the gold's all
I
in...
knew it.
How does a
Play
possum play possum like that, but also separate all of his bones?
I guess I was wrong.
Did you find their corpses or not?
They were atomized.
Well, no, you either found their
Eviscerated.
corpses or you didn't.
Well, I mean, I found what was left of them, let's say.
Which was
nothing.
Well, then we can presume that they're both alive and well. You didn't find the gold, did you?
I think we should assume that
I
my
found
spell
some of the
definitely
gold.
landed
All
and
the
they're
gold
both dead.
All the gold that wasn't melted away instantly with Peggy's
is
insanely hot magic.
Well, that's what that little shit gets for trying to tell me that magic isn't real. I guess
That's
he would
true.
think twice about that if he was still alive.
Today's youth has no respect.
I found a book on how to become a lich. I've been reading it at night.
Clearly.
An Inchiridion.
I think, Hazel, we should think about, people that make you feel not so good, killing them isn't the best course of action.
Unless it is.
Oh, what if they steal from you?
Well, I mean, I don't think that it deserves, that doesn't earn their death.
Hazel,
Why
if
not?
someone were to come up to you, right,
Yeah.
and you had like a delicious cinnamon-covered pretzel.
I love that. There's a sugar on it too.
Of course there is.
Little honey.
A little bit of honey. Actually, a lot of bit of honey.
Okay, I can see it. Go ahead.
And you know what? You even have like a small, like warmed up bowl of frosting that you can dip it in,
Oh, that's like really hard to come by. That's a real treat.
I know.
Do you have that?
I don't.
Oh.
If you had it though, and someone
Yeah.
came and stole it from you, what would you do to that person?
Let's slit the throat. No questions.
I rest my case.
At the end of the day, it doesn't sound like we have a problem. Either they're both alive and there's no loose ends that need to be tied up, or they're both dead and there's no loose ends that need to be tied up. And if they survived and they got away with 600 of our gold pieces, which was your winnings, then we're even. We tried to get one up on them. They got one up on us. We can all walk away happy.
Well, they can't because they're dead.
Maybe.
I'm going to dry off my armor. And I'm going to take 5 minutes to doff my armor.
Smells like wet dog.
Oh, Grimly.
It smells like bugs at a party.
Smells like rain.
Shake from me,
And then
shake.
he comes back, gets just hosed down.
I'm just mad. I guess I've got pies, but I just don't like to be tricked, I think.
Well, to be fair, we walked away with 600 gold pieces, and we tricked people out of that, and I got this neat pocket watch.
So did we get it?
You see is like the
Maybe the
rabbit is
watch.
like, I'm gonna take, and then he's like looks over at Peggy. Nice day, nice day, nice day. All of the other people who had been scammed out of their money are horrified, and they just go about their business.
Considering they potentially watched multiple murders.
They look at Bitsy, like covered in grease and blood and rust.
Y'all got any baking soda?
So, did we come out ahead in this venture?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, all right. Well,
Again, it would have been nice to get away with the full amount, but,
It could have been worse.
I got 500 gold pieces right here. I added them to my inventory and they're mine.
I would say you probably deserve them for the performance inside of the ring.
I'll remove them then. And in that case, no, that's fine. I'm going to take the remaining 7,500 and everybody else can track their own then too. That sounds good.
However you want to do it. I didn't know we were playing
No,
First Man.
I'm totally fine
you
with
can
that.
do that if you want to.
No, I'm totally fine with that. You all get to add
I'm not.
2,000 gold pieces to your inventory.
Oh, including
Good
myself?
Lord.
That's correct.
Oh, wow.
2,000?
That's
Yeah,
a
we had
lot.
7,500 before we got on the boat. After we
Someone
paid.
can take
Oh my
mine.
god.
And that was after we...
We walked away with 10K at the after we robbed the
That has
treasury.
robbed all of the taxes that
You
you
know,
could
But to
carry.
be fair, that was our 10K.
You know how much fucking
Wow, I
weight
didn't
that
have
would
any
be?
gold.
It's magic.
No, it's not.
It doesn't weigh shit.
2,000 gold pieces. I'm rich, bitch. Okay. Amazing.
Are we almost there?
Wow, this is awesome. I can start my own business now.
I'll look at the pocket watch that I have now acquired from the Possum family.
That's
Well,
pretty neat.
we got a little bit more time here on the barge, but this is only our first stop. We paid for two clearings, so I guess we'll see if old otter guy on the steering the boat here has a job for us here. But we paid for passage, another clearing away, and then hopefully we get all the way to the Woodland Alliance.
Is it going to go straight through, or do we stop in Wallow?
Oh, I'm
first?
sure we'll stop. I'm sure some people paid to get here.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. Like, do we get a little offshore leave?
Well, I guess we should talk to Scampy. See what we got to do about that.
He scares me a little bit.
He scares me a little bit too, but now we're deep in this, and it's not going to be so easy getting out.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I don't really know your meaning, but... Oh, okay. Mrs. Scampy? Sir? Skipper Scamp? Scampy Skipper?
Scampo.
Scampy Skipper?
You can call me Scampy. You can call me Skipper or Skipper Scampy.
What about scamps?
No, never scamps.
What about
I'll give you the
skips?
scamps. And you don't want to find out what that is.
What about skips?
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Skip Scamp.
I do like skipping.
Alright, we'll go with skips. How far are we to Wallow?
Oh, we should be there by the end of the day.
Oh, that's pretty good. Hey, we're almost there. Are we
Before sunset, probably.
Alright. Are we gonna get some time to go into town?
Yeah, no, I got to stock up. I got to do a few things. Got to send a letter to Click Clock about old Uncle Jimbo.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they said they was there, maybe. I don't remember. All right.
This is some random guy. Hey, you Jimbo? Yeah, that's my...
Well, to be safe, we can just kill every Jimbo and Quick Clock Crossing.
Seems like
How
a
many could
mess.
there possibly be?
Yeah, a couple dozen. It's not that common a name.
It's probably the Jimbo I'm thinking of.
Local Jimbos found.
The Jimbo murderer strikes again.
Hear ye, string of Jimbo murders.
Change your name quickly.
It's like that scene in The Terminator when he goes to the directory and he looks up all the Sarah Connors.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why does he point at the directory? He's got robot vision. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Just helps. Just helps.
It's for the audience.
I know it is. Horseshit.
Just helps.
Sorry, this has been a random
Long-standing grudge.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. All right, so that's good then. We're gonna have some time in town. Is there anything, Pecky? I mean, this is your town, right? Anything you want to do while we're there?
This is where you're from?
Yeah, no, not really. I don't want to see my sisters.
You got sisters?
Yeah,
Did they also create universes?
no.
What have they done?
They're not as smart as I am.
I don't think many people are as smart as you are.
Oh, Hazel, you're so sweet. Gonna make the greatest of friends.
We're not friends now.
So yeah, I don't really want to see my family while we're here.
Oh. Well, what should we do then? I could eat. Now and when we get there.
Yeah, we could see if Alexander Hamilton is going to have a dinner or something. That could be kind of nice. He's loaded, so.
At the mayor's house. That could be really fun.
Is he really the mayor?
Well, he was in a previous iteration of my character at the very end, so he may or may not be now. It's been a while since I've been back.
It's nothing as steady as the governmental policy of the Dimwood.
I mean, that's true. You never know. You blink and just...
My sister's married to him now, you know. Fliza.
Is that going to be all right? If we eat there with him, you'd have to see your sister.
No, I don't have to look at her.
That's fair.
That's the great thing about being able to control your eyes separately.
Hi, sis. You're looking well.
I was talking to that squirrel over there.
I'm just gonna take a nap until we're there.
That sounds like a good idea.
I've been on an emotional roller coaster for the past 15 minutes.
I'm pretty tired too. I could do with a snooze.
Please, Skipper? I don't mean to alarm you.
No.
But I think we've got a spot of bad luck.
Oh no.
I think it's a... It's the...
Cookie? Cookie? Is it a cookie?
Now with it, man! It's the CC! And...
The what?
The CC.
And there is an incredibly loud splash ahead of you.
Oh no.
As you see the chitinous shell of what looks to be a monstrous crawfish erupt ahead of you, and that's where we'll take a break. There is a loud splash as a very large crawfish.
That was from Signs.
I see.
Monstrous spikes all over its shell, bright oranges and reds that appear almost changing color from a murky brown and green and blue as if it had been camouflaged. This beast called the creeping crustacean, allegedly.
Oh, I forgot that happened.
Yeah, we're toast. I don't know how we're gonna do
No, I mean, this is the campaign where you mention something and then it is offhand and it happens in the campaign.
Oh, what do you know? It appears.
Damn it.
If only we don't win the lottery.
Good try.
As it appears a mere 20 feet from the barge, this thing is huge. It's even bigger than the queen bee that you had fought previously. As it emerges and lunges forward in a single motion, and you hear an almost cartoonish scream as it plucks off one of the otters and pulls it into the river.
Was it Scampy?
It is not Scampy.
Fuck. We were almost out.
As you hear a Wilhelm scream. Yeah.
We were almost out.
As it then dives back into the water, as all of the passengers scream as they gather in the center of the ship, and the crew goes to their harpoons to attempt to flank the sides. What do you all do?
What was that?
What the hell is that?
I don't
What
like
is
the
it?
sound of that. I don't know.
Is that the creeping crustacean?
You see the old sailor.
Who said it first? Did you summon it?
I was just saying random things. I thought a crustacean was a mouse.
We know a crustacean is that thing.
That's a crustacean?
What exactly is that thing?
Oh, it's people. I call it the creeping crustacean.
You keep saying that word, and then I said, well, what is it? And you say, that's that. And I said, well, what is that? And you say, well, it's
Another
a
name on the river is Big Bad Crawdaddy.
Oh, God.
That's pretty good.
What's it do? Is it friendly?
It just killed Phil! Phil had a family back home!
Oh, no, Phil.
I think I missed that.
Is there any chance of us outrunning it?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've seen the creeping crustacean, the big bad crawdaddy, the magical crawdad, Citizen Snips. It goes by many names.
What do we do?
I don't know.
Should we be quiet and just
We
let
need
it
to
pass us by peacefully?
We need to protect all these people!
Why?
Because they're poor and innocent! And they didn't do nothing! They were the ones to summon the crawdad! Peggy just put two words together in her mind and just materialized a horrible monster
I can't
in the
help
river.
that I created magic, and that magical things just are inevitably drawn to me in the font of magic that wells within my soul.
You just have to stop thinking of things. If it just comes true every time you
I
think of
can't.
it.
I
Imagine
can't
the
stop
horrors.
it.
Oh, you
I
know.
do every night.
Oh, we invoked the creeping crustacean, for now we are truly doomed. I've already had 2 days' ration of grog.
We just have to think.
Oh, and the skipper doesn't even ration grog. That's from my own rations.
Wait! You have grog?
What's grog?
Are you trying to get my grog?
Yeah, you should share some with us. You're holding out on us, man.
Yeah, if we're all going to die anyway, why not?
I hold out Tim Cup.
He goes over and he pulls this huge barrel and he drags it. He's definitely the biggest of the otters. And he drags the barrel over and he taps. Okay, here you go.
No time like the present.
Here you go.
Cheers.
Oh, how is this gonna stop the crustacean, Booker?
Oh, it's not. I just really wanted some grog. I have a feeling we're all going to die here.
I don't think that we should think that way.
Oh,
We're not going to die. We haven't died yet. That's good odds.
The Fox
Fair
family
point.
looks at you, they're huddling, and they're saying, are you sure there's nothing you can do? I don't want to get snip-snapped by Citizen Snip-Snaps.
We just have to think. What does Citizen Snips want?
I assume to eat all of us.
Does it speak? Is it an intelligent?
Oh, that's actually a really good question.
Small family, distract them for 5 minutes, and I'm going to don my armor.
I turn around and
Us? Who do you want to
the family that was like cowering in fear.
You see as there's a mother, a father, and a child. As the father looks and he says, "You're absolutely right. I have to be brave. You're going to protect us if I distract it."
No, hold on.
I just need 5 minutes.
Yeah, I can buy you 5 minutes.
Is it actively like breaching, or is it like up out of the water?
So it is lurked down below. You get the sense it's a lurking predator. It's the creeping crustacean, and so it's going to cut.
Okay.
You say, "Oh, he's going to come back around."
How did the first guy die? Like a claw just came
A
up?
claw.
and took him?
It leaped out. You just saw this crustacean that its true
It was
colors.
like the worm in Beetlejuice that just like leaps out,
Yeah,
destroys,
exactly.
and goes back in.
Literally,
I see.
exactly.
It's a sandworm.
It's a crawfish, right? It's got a million of those lovely creepy legs on the.
It's not a million. It's a decapod.
A million. It feels like a million in my mind.
It would be scarier if it was half crawfish, half
It
millipede.
has 9 or 8 legs
And two
claws. Yeah.
So, what is your name?
Wait, my name?
No, the fox guy's name. Who's going to help me distract this beast? And hopefully
Not
not
you,
get
the other
eviscerated.
you.
Tim. His name's Tim. Timmy.
Timothy.
Timophant.
Timoland.
Timothy Oliphant.
Tim
Tim
Timigus.
Talk. Tim
Tim Talk.
Talkerson.
Tim Talkerson.
Time.
Timberlake.
Timberland.
Mike's gonna make us all die.
Tiny Tim.
Timmy Two-Tone.
Timothy.
Tommy Two-Tone.
The name is Kane.
Wow, I don't know why I had a whole bunch of other names floating through my ears, but I never saw that one coming. All right, I have an idea.
Tim's my father's name.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, we were close.
Very, very serendipitous.
I don't know why, I just felt like sharing that.
That's fine. You're going to help me distract this thing, but you're going to be my backup. Don't go first, all right? I have a feeling you're just giving off a lot of weird vibes right now, and I feel like if you get too close to that thing, it might be the end.
I'm gonna kill you.
What? No, if it's my weird vibes, it's probably my slingshot. I'm mighty lethal with the slingshot. And he turns over and you see that there's actually a flag hanging from his back with the skull on it.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Good. You use the slingshot, but not unless things start to go bad. I just need you to back me up, all right? We're gonna go to the side of the boat where we think it's coming up next. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I said, Kane, are you with me?
Yeah! Yeah, I'm with you.
All right, come on! And we're gonna run to where we think the old otter is saying that it's coming around next.
Oh, it's here, and he grabs a harpoon. It's huge and barbed, and it's definitely rusted.
I'm gonna come with as well.
Okay.
I'll also be running behind them. I'm slipping a little bit, so I'm not as fast and running past them as I probably would be in a normal sense. But I'm yelling too. Does anybody got a bunch of Old Bay?
Old Bay what?
Old Bay?
Like Old Bay
You're
buckets. Old Bay.
you're saying 2 words, but you're not finishing your sentence.
Like Old Bay what?
Isn't that? I thought it was
Old Bay shoes. Old Bay.
Old baby in a carrot.
There's a large shape underneath the water as it moves. Make a perception check to see where you think this thing might breach next.
All right, I have something I'd like to do if I can, once I can see.
Yes. Yeah.
Everybody should take cover.
That's not bad. Perception?
Yep.
Hold on. This damn D&D Beyond is not cooperating with me at the moment. Perception, as some people like to say. Oh, wow, it's only a +2. So I got a 20.
20. I would say with that, you look and you see
I'll
that
take
on the port side of the ship that there is the boat. Actually, the barge is knocked a little bit, and you stumble forward and you see this massive shape appear beneath the water, and you see a faint like sliver of orange, where perhaps the camouflage isn't exactly entirely set in yet from the previous attack, and maybe a little bit of blood from Phil.
If I can approximate where I think that it is, I will get to the edge of the boat and look at it, and I will squat deep down and hold up 2 of my hands like claws and begin to go as I dance back and forth on the edge of the boat and use universal speech. As an action, I can choose 5 creatures within 60 feet. The chosen creatures can magically understand me regardless of the language that I speak for 1 hour. Once I use this feature, I can't do so again until I finish a long rest or expanded a spell slot. And so then I'll just be like on the edge. Everybody's freaking out, and I'm just gonna be like,
Oh God, he's possessed! What's happening?
and I'm doing the best shouting that I can do, and a gurgling and foam is like and spitting everywhere.
Oh, like when crabs go like that and their
foam is going everywhere. And I'm doing my best to
I am become crab.
We're all going to become crabs eventually, apparently. So.
I'm just attempting to communicate with it.
Okay. You do that, and you are all splashed with water as it leaps out. You see that Kane, in his he's very simple commoners. He seems like he might be a fisherman. He has a slingshot and he's getting ready to let it fly. And a claw is going directly towards him and his death flag. So you start doing that, and there's a moment of hesitation as you see these large eyes on stalks. They almost pulse with a strange color within them.
I can't understand what he's saying, but to the best of my ability in my crustacean speech, I will say, stop, don't attack. We don't mean any harm. Please recede back to the bottom of the river. If you must take someone, you can take Kane.
No.
Oh, Booker.
Hold on. I'll just need like three, maybe 2 more minutes.
Make an animal handling check at advantage because you spoke its crab language, its crustacean language.
16.
16. You see, despite this massive beast emerging out of the water, you see it stop as its one claw is out of the river. You now see as the greens and browns and blues are now turning to bright reds and oranges and yellows. This bright shell, it's camouflage, as it's out of the water. Seemingly the water hides it, and it stops. And you see that there's a sort of strange fascination as you are scuttling back and then its eyes focus both on you. And then suddenly there's this horrible slurry of just bubbles spill down onto the deck, and you hear...
I can't understand what it's saying.
Look, it likes you. That's nice.
I'll just say back to it. See, this is going well. As you can see, we don't mean any harm, and we don't need... There doesn't need to be any more bloodshed other than Kane today.
Why? Poor Kane.
You see... Make another animal handling check at advantage.
Look it up.
Wow,
15.
Meat crustaceans.
15.
15?
McDonald's is fast.
15. You see as it looks at you, and then its eyes scan the boat, and it's like claws going back and forth.
And then I do this. Oh no! It's preparing to attack!
Quick, Kane, get him!
Make one more animal handling check at advantage.
I just need 1 or 2 more minutes.
21.
You hear Kane call out, "I'm protecting you, family! I'm making you... I immediately regretted! I shouldn't have been a distraction! Save my family, Pugman! Save my family!"
Before that happens, I'm gonna cast web. And I'm gonna pull out 2 jars of literally like spider webs, and I'm gonna crack them open, and I'm gonna shoot them forward out of my hand, and I'm gonna try and entangle this thing in webs.
Okay.
Oh no, Kane!
He's grabbed, and suddenly you cast the web, and so a dexterity saving throw? 13.
Yes. So you fail.
So you see as the webs, he grabs Kane and he's struggling against it, but as he's getting pulled into the water, the webs slam it down onto the deck. I'm fighting!
Almost done. Almost. Just hold on me gloves.
Should I attack? Should I go?
I wouldn't, but hey, you're your own free person with your own free will, and you can make your own free decisions.
We're gonna make sure that you don't go down today, Kane. Don't you worry, we've got your back, right, Booker?
I'm coming to save you, Kane!
I'm going to run up and I'm going to attempt to pull him free of the claw. As best I can, rest him out and see if I can get him away from this nightmare monstrosity.
Make an athletics or an athletics contest against the giant crustacean monster.
Athletics, you say? Athletics.
18.
Not acrobatics.
Yeah, it's
18.
the worst.
17.
So you're pulling and pulling. I'm a distraction! Tink, tink.
Can we say that my armor's on at this point? So finally, I'm done, Kane. Just hold on. I'm gonna stand up, grab my halberd, pick it up, and I'm gonna look at it and I'll say, "It's crawburning time." And I'm gonna sprint at it and make an attack.
The giant crawfish looks at you very hurt and betrayed.
Yeah, well, I tried.
And
I'm gonna try to chop it, at a joint.
Make an attack roll.
Oh god, I'm tired of it. I think
That looks pretty good.
That is a 22 hit.
20 will hit.
Gotta be good enough.
Ooh. Okay, so at first it's going to do 13 points of damage, and as it cleaves in, I want to take my forearm and smash it like I'm taking a knife and hammering it on the back to divine smite.
Nice.
And how does divine smite work? Is that
You just add extra d8s per level of the spell. If it hits. Which it did.
It did hit. And
Yeah, so I think it's 1d8
I
per
am
level.
going to do it at a second level. Fuck it.
Yeah.
So that's 3d8. So it's 2d8 base plus 1 for every extra level. So I'm going to do 1, 2,
Why are McDonald's fries so good here?
3.
So
Because
13.
they're like triple cooked, so they're fluffy on the
14,
inside but crispy on the outside.
What is this pickle nonsense?
28 points of damage.
28 points of damage. You run up, and as you take your halberd, you it's like you're at a crab feast as you do this, and this, and then you hear once again another one of the pellets from Kane's slingshot, blink, blink, and you hear as it snaps the claw off. It drops completely limp onto the deck as the.
Oh my god!
I saved you, Kane! Run away! As the crustacean rears back and looks at its claw and looks down at its shoulder. Is that? I don't know.
I can still feel it.
Joint.
And there's all sorts of as there is all sorts of just this delicious white meat that falls out of it, that pours out of it onto the deck, and it lets out and these disgusting stinky bubbles mixed with like mud and dirt drip on the deck as it's attempting to communicate with you, looking very hurt and betrayed, and then in a sudden it disappears under the waves, having lost a claw.
Please,
and
tiny
retreating.
raccoon, my children need food.
We'll never know.
Get away from the edge! You almost died! I'm gonna like try to open the claw and like let him out.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to pull and pull him in half.
No, you don't do that. No, hold on. Let me open the claws first. Now you can pull.
No, not that way!
You pull the opposite directions.
He is broken free.
Break him into.
As he looks at you, Booker, and says, "That was a good distraction. How did you know that the frog was going to web it? Thank you very much. You saved my life."
Ah, well, yeah. Ooh.
You were a real good distraction, Paul, until Mr. Pugman was able to get rid of that claw. I can't believe that you felled that beast's claw.
I didn't know your last name was Pugman.
I mean, it's not, but I kind of like it.
Pugly Pugman has a nice ring to it.
Oh no, it'd be Grumly Pugman.
Yeah, but if that's not your real name, maybe you should have a false first name too. Wait, do you have a last name now?
I mean, probably. I don't know.
Everybody just calls you Grumly.
We haven't really discussed that in the meta's perspective.
Well, I have a last name.
Well,
It's
yours
not.
is easy because it's nut.
It's true.
I also have a last name, though.
What's your last name?
Flyla.
Oh, that's right.
Peggy Flyler.
Like Flyler, like ER at the end.
Pugly
It's like silent
Pugman.
R.
Hazel Nut. Hank.
That's right. I was worried you wouldn't remember for a minute there.
Hank.
Given that the music's changed, I guess the crawdad's gone.
That's all right. Your cats are coming back.
I'm looking over the edge and I'm going to be on guard.
I don't know.
I feel very in danger right now.
Oi, no! You see the grog barrel's very empty.
Look at all this meat.
Oi, there, it's cowardly. The creeping crustacean.
What's your name again?
My name is Orville.
Hi, Orville.
My friends who are seamen would call me Seaman Orville, and it became derisive, and I told them to stop.
How much rum have you had, Orville?
I've had a lot of grog.
I don't really know what grog is. Could you explain that?
Oh, it's water and rum.
It's just watered down rum.
Close.
If I get in because of my grease, we can make a Sazerac.
What?
If I get in because of my grief.
I ain't accepted my pay.
Huh?
Is he supposed to do something?
What?
Someone should put him to bed.
Aye, frozen peas.
Do you mean like put him to bed?
Yeah, of course. I just said that. Yeah.
We won't return until the claw is regrown.
Regrown?
Regrow it?
Perhaps returning to civilization to wreak vengeance. When civilization least expects. That's the legend, anyway.
Oh, that's just a story, I'm sure. That will never.
Well, as long as no one invokes.
What?
Oh, this easy.
Oh, I thought we already did that.
So you only invoke it by saying the creeping crustacean?
Oh, yeah, it doesn't have a claw. Oh, he's safe, can I say? The creeping crustacean. Ah, the creeping crustacean.
Creeping crustacean.
Creeping crustacean. The splash bar.
Doesn't have any brothers or sisters, does it?
It has a second claw.
No, it's big bad craw mommy.
It's a whole family.
Oh, don't step on me, Craw Mommy.
I mean, do!
Yikes.
Can I have some grog?
Thank you, Agent Gimli. That brings us to a twist.
Thank you.
Thanks. It's a twist.
Favor the twist.
To this point, that Skipper Scampy runs down. Maybe this old crazy guy is right, that you guys are bad luck. What the fuck happened? I mean, well done, but what the fuck?
Yeah, bad luck's probably a pretty good way to put it, yeah?
No, we're not bad luck. You think we are?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, mate. I don't know. I don't feel.
I mean,
Well, I didn't do anything.
What are the chances that we'd string together a couple of random words and this would happen? We
Let's
must be
try
real
with other
here.
things.
It's pretty
To
unlucky.
be fair, I am full of magic.
I mean, Peggy invented magic and she invented a creeping crustacean. What? Who knows what else she could invent?
I know the creeping
Just start saying
crustacean.
things and see if it comes true.
A lot of money.
Say pumpkin fritters.
Why?
Just say it.
Pumpkin fritters.
Say it louder.
Pumpkin fritters!
Oh, they're almost done.
Oh my god, it's working!
I shoot Nesta in the face.
Oh, I hated being a rebel. I don't want to be a political agent.
Should we cook this claw while it's still fresh?
Yeah, we can have a fry-up.
If I ever lose my arm, please don't cook it immediately.
Why not?
I mean, a claw's different than an arm.
Now, do you know how much money that thing is worth?
No. How much?
From a big bad crawdaddy?
Yeah, no, still no. How much?
Oh, is it a lot?
Oh yeah, I can make a lot of money here.
Well, hold on. I was the one what severed it from its body, so
That's true.
Grumley kind of did all the work.
through the rite of conquest, I think that claw's mine.
Especially when we're in, maritime salvage laws and whatnot.
That's true.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
If you want it, you're gonna have to grease wrestle for it.
Uh-oh.
And you really don't want to do that.
Not against her.
I'm the champ.
He looks around. What the fuck is all this grease on my boat?
It's duck grease. And duck are people.
Peggy, hide your jaws, sorry. Hide your jaws of grease.
Do the possums do this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
I fucking hate teenagers.
Every last drop
Funny
of
you should
grease.
ask. That's exactly what happened.
You can't trust them.
Yeah, crazy.
That's why we had to light him on fire and pitch him over the boat.
Yeah, I'm glad you murdered them. Oh, man, I was feeling a little bad about it, but okay. So you don't get a discount, by the way, for being attacked and almost killed by a gigantic crawfish.
That's fine if we'll just take the claw then.
Yeah, to be fair, I was the one that summoned the creature in the first place.
That's true. It's really your claw. And Grumley. It's like a splitsies.
Okay. This thing is not going to stay fresh very long. Okay. We can come to an agreement. I am a businessman. I am a skipper of my own barge in the River Folk Company. That is quite a prestigious title. You know this.
No.
You don't know this.
Do I look like I know that?
You know what I've had to do? Mouse.
Do you know the filthy things these hands have done? These little otter hands.
Oh my god.
They look awfully filthy.
They're also real cute. I play with rocks and I hold hands while I sleep.
Oh, that sounds
That's
nice.
adorable.
It's not cute when I hold hands and then the other one has a knife.
I don't know. That sounds kind of cute.
I'll give you like 2 little tricks with the knife.
Can we just see it and make a decision? Maybe, you know.
Make a group persuasion.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I think I got. Let me check. I can't remember any of my skills on this guy.
Oh.
20. Dirty,
21.
Dirty 20.
I got a
Dirty,
20.
dirty,
I got
dirty.
a dirty 20 as well.
I got a 9.
Oh. The DC was very high, but it doesn't fucking matter. He's like, fine.
Oh, that's really
Oh,
small.
wow, look at that.
Yeah, that is pretty
You guys
cute.
sound like my mother. You happy now?
Yeah.
I bash people over the head with that rock.
So, what's the agreement if this is our claw?
If,
You agree to just leave us alone?
well, if you find someone to sell it to, I am busy. I have my whole evening is planned with stuff I have to do for the boss and the Don. I can't take time away from it. Thank you, Corky Little Fox.
Hey, thank you.
Very
Thank you.
appropriate for this campaign.
Gracias.
Gracias.
You find somebody to sell it to, we split the profits 50-50. Very reasonable.
That's a
I
no deal.
don't know. I really kind of feel like we did a lot of the work. 90-10.
On my
for us,
barge.
of course. Well, yeah, but we saved your life. If we hadn't been here to chop off that thing's arm,
No, my fella's here, good with the harpoon. You see one is against the side of the ship.
Vomiting.
I don't know. This isn't a very good look for you, Scampy. I'm just saying, if we hadn't been here, things would have gone very, very south. 90-10. 90 for us.
This is a river folk company excursion. It's a 3-hour and change tour.
And we've rightfully paid our way.
Well, I feel like when a gigantic river monster attacks a barge that's owned by the Don, any appendages or otherwise that are procured in that is rightfully the Don's property.
80-20, and I'm not going a penny lower.
Have you seen the Don?
I feel like you wouldn't have a barge no more if Grumly didn't knock that claw off.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe you should tell the Don that.
And to answer your question, no, I haven't seen the Don.
You haven't met the Don?
I can't say that I have.
You've heard of him.
But I bet you he'd be very happy to hear that we saved your boat.
You've heard of him?
You know, I
here,
could
there.
always call the creeping crustacean back with my magic, and we won't interfere this time, and maybe you can have 2 claws or no barge.
He narrows his
my
eyes
life.
a little bit, and you see as Orville stands up. Ah, creeping. Bad luck. There's magic. Do not bring me to.
Is he an otter too?
Yeah.
No, he's just a random human being.
It's just Mike on this barge.
Tips the hat up.
Surrounded by woodland critters.
Or I've already said he's an otter. Missed opportunity. And he and then you see Scampy is just narrows his eyes and he says 60-40 final offer.
Oh, come on. You're breaking my balls here.
Again with the breaking the balls.
75-25.
That's more than... I can't believe you would even offer him that.
Even after that rock trick that I did.
Yeah,
That was
we
cool.
saved your
It was
life.
pretty good. My guys are good with...
How about 0-0? And I chuck that thing off the side of the boat.
Let's not be hasty.
You just better watch out. I can go invisible.
She can. Please don't ask her to.
You can go invisible?
Start to take my clothes off.
Yeah, we really are going to find out why they call her Peggy.
That could mean so many things.
It's a very good point, Bitsy.
It could mean like at least 3 or 4 things.
3070, and you are going to do me a favor when we get back to Muckbed Creek.
What's the favour?
I won't know what the favor is until I talk to the Don.
Well, I don't know if we can take that deal.
What's the worst it could be? What sorts of favours does the Don usually ask for?
Why is he asking for anything? We're bargaining with you.
Well, it just
You
sweetens the
want-
pot.
30%?
This is the Riverfolk Company. This is Riverfolk Company property.
Oh,
this is
it
the
sounds like
Riverfolk
Don
Company voyage. This is
runs the company.
That's Riverfolk Company grog.
Oh.
How much have you had?
We haven't had any. That's all Orville.
Yeah, it was all over. We didn't even take a single sip.
Well,
I'll tell you what.
I don't even ration this stuff.
We'll give you 5%. And no deals. No, what's the word he said? Favours. No favours. Or, and that's 5% to you, personally, you, Mr. Skippy Scamper. Or we'll just go over your head. And you won't get a scrap. What say you to that?
I really don't understand what you just said.
It means you get 5% and nothing else, and you just leave us alone, or we're going to the Dawn and we're going to tell them that you tried to skim off the top.
And you'll be very confused.
You're trying to persuade me to skim off the top.
Yeah, I know, but
I would never do that.
I think he wants the money for the company. I mean, I'm sure the Don gets most of it. I think 730 is pretty
What kind of a dummy
generous.
does that? You could
know
just
what?
have it for free.
You know what? I'm going to unleash absolute chaos on this situation, Hazel.
Yeah.
That's food.
The
That crab claw right there? You see that juicy, sweet, succulent? That is food gold.
I don't
It
know.
is- Have you ever had
No,
crawdad before?
I usually...
Yeah, don't tell her it's a delicacy or anything.
It is a
It's
delicacy. It is only like the highest elite get to taste something like that. It is the most succulent, delicious thing you'll ever have in your entire life. You're gonna regret this day.
Hold on. Just a little bit of a duck.
Booker, I feel like you have the ability to stop this in some way.
No,
You just try a little. Just try a little bit, Hazel, and let's see what happens. Just try it.
It's pretty good.
He wants to take that from you. He wants to give that to someone else.
I don't think you understand the situation, buddy. Now you get nothing.
Okay, let's not be hasty. 80-20.
I didn't want to have to do this.
80-20 is fair. 80-20 is fair.
Fair for who?
Do you think you could, Hazel?
I'll give you 20% of my foot in your ass.
That's a lot of shit.
Why is your name not Peggy?
Peggy's her middle name.
I don't really understand it.
Peggy.
Guys, we can't give him anything, okay? Nothing. He doesn't deserve it. He's a piece of...
80-20 sounds
man.
very reasonable. Thank you. Let's shake on it.
If I shake on it, am I going to have to worry about
Oh, it's the one that
Speedy
cut it
here?
off. That sounds great. It's better than the deal you just offered us, right, Booker?
That's right. You're very good at math.
Okay, someone who speaks sense. See, I like a loyal dog here. Otter's best friend, they say.
It's 80%'s pretty good. That's like almost all of it. Do we still owe you the favor?
Nope. When you shook on it, there was nothing about a favor in there.
Yeah, no, that's right. Then fuck.
All right, let's pick this thing up and get it on shore. Come on, we gotta get going. Like you heard him. It won't stay very good for long. We gotta find a buyer. Come on.
You're gonna regret this.
My cheeks are like... My eyes.
You're welcome to stay at Wardwallow if you want.
I feel a little funny. Actually.
Oh, no, are you allergic?
I should have mentioned that it's a really common allergy. Oh God, look at your eyes.
Wait, is that us because he's a chipmunk?
No, I don't think pus
please.
comes out of your eyeballs naturally.
Oh, God.
The neck's getting all wild.
What's happening?
Oh God, can you open your mouth?
My balls!
Like, your life is bad.
Are we there yet? Or
I
have we
think I
still
need
got
a nap.
time?
Just a long nap.
Well, let's
That'll
help
do it.
the throat as you close up.
We have a doctor on board. He's going to do a trach.
Jesus.
You sure? You better
Stab
be quick.
like a reed in the
Oh, don't worry, I've got a paper straw.
Yeah.
Hazel looks like Magic Boo from Dragon Ball Z.
There's a deal that is made. You agree to find a buyer to make the sale, and the sun is slowly dropping behind the tree line of the Dimwood as you hear the hustle and bustle. You see more and more ships pass you and going up and down the river as you see the massive lake that both Wart Wallow and Muckbed Creek sit on. Far across this lake is Muckbed Creek, so far that you can't really even see it past the horizon. But you make your way and you hear the hustle and bustle as you hear the buzzing of flies and dragonflies and the sound of croaking of frogs and people and toads. You see that the treetops up built up into these into the swampy trees are filled with whippoorwills and ducks and herons and egrets. As you
What's
make
she doing here? This isn't Game of Thrones.
Oh, I get it. And finally, an arrow flies out of nowhere.
Oh. Just one moment.
Wait, actually.
Wasn't. I want to see where this is going.
Okay. Am I hit by this ranged weapon
Thank you
attack?
so much for the bits. While he's working out whether he's been hit or
Yes,
not. Thank
it
you
is.
so much.
Yes, it is.
Okay. How much damage would it have done?
Let me roll.
Mike's like, I didn't really think that far.
No. It would have done 6 points of damage.
Okay, I reduce the damage by 16, and if I reduce it to 0 or less, and I have a free hand, I can spend 1 key point, which I still have, to immediately turn around and just the Northman style, the same direction that it came from, I immediately whip it back out into the air.
As you are pulling into the larger town, an arrow whizzes towards you, and you instinctually grab it and just yeet it back. And you see on the side of the river, snickering, one with a bow and not hanging from their tails upside down, cartoonishly covered in soot. You see the two paws of Jeremy and Timothy.
How much damage does it do when you throw it back?
And
6. Right?
And
Is it
you
just what was coming in?
as it is Jimothy, the one with the bow, who had let loose the arrow, and you hear it as he just drops from the tree.
I hit, and he takes 11 points of damage in return.
He drops into the very dense underbrush of reeds as Jeremy looks. He says, "You're gonna pay!" And he scampers down into the underbrush.
Timothy, if you had a wrestler name, it would be Weak Baby. Weak Baby.
Remember the time it was killed him in one hit?
Yeah.
I remember.
Why won't you die?
Smell like grease.
In my headcanon, I did. It's just that DM Fiat's a thing that's important for narrative reasons.
According to the rules of the game, but they actually have a possum racial feature.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
They're nearly immortal.
Yeah, fade death.
Playing
Fade
possum.
out.
Yeah.
I love that chat's immediate response is murder them.
As Jimothy is punctured by an arrow and they just collapse into the reeds and you hear taunts and skittering.
I can't believe that. They've got some nerve.
He tried to kill me with an arrow, so I tried to kill him with an arrow.
I think that is tit for tat.
Seems fair, you know.
Yeah. I have no notes.
We
That's
could-
great.
What's tit for tat?
That was incredible.
Oh, thank you.
Can you do that with all projectile weapons?
Really, any projectile weapon that I can carry. I mean, if it was like a big boulder and it was flying through the air because it was shot out from like a catapult or a trebuchet, I wouldn't be able to do that. No. Maybe Peggy.
You don't know what tit for tat is, but you know how to pronounce trebuchet?
And I can't say spaghetti. It's very inconsistent.
I can't say spaghetti.
I can't say spaghetti.
That G trips me up every time.
You think the weasels have a trebuchet?
I don't
You never
know.
know.
Who are the weasels?
The rival family of the otters?
Do you think those opossums are part of the weasel family?
Maybe distant
Maybe
cousins.
I'll have Jimbo make a visit to the Dom. Get some answers around here.
I thought you didn't like Jimbo.
That's what I mean.
Oh.
Those little scamps are related to Jimbo and they're working for the weasels. No, I don't like it.
Smells like a conspiracy.
Well, we'll put you on personal guard detail of the Don. Anyways, we're here.
I think you got a job.
I got shit I gotta do.
I don't need a job. I'm going to start a business.
Where should we sell this giant crawfish claw?
There's got to be a
That's what you were
market.
getting the money for. I don't have time to figure that out.
I'm sure we can find a place. You know,
Restaurant? I don't.
big city.
I don't have time to think about this. Okay, Orville, you stay and watch the barge. Thank you for patronizing the Riverfolk Company barge services. Yeah, I'm gonna tell all your friends it was the greatest ship you ever had, or else.
I almost died several times. didn't.
All of the passengers are just walking off very slowly.
You spend thousands of dollars for that.
I think I would have been safer back at Click Clock Crossing.
Probably.
Thanks for the grog, Orville. I'll see you next time.
Also, don't you hate it when the in-flight, in-barge movie is just long enough that you only get to the last 10 minutes and then you have to depart? You get all that momentum, you're never going to get it back.
That's really rough. What a tease.
Do you already pick movies that are going to end after you land?
Well, it was Fellowship of the Ring.
Why would I pick that movie?
Ask Orville.
That's like at least a 12-hour movie if someone keeps pausing and asking questions the whole fucking time.
Well, luckily you can't do that
There's
with the
really
Barge.
no reason to call Orville out for that, all right? He's had a lot of grog.
Orville, you see that there's like a little puppet theater, and Orville has like a winged demon with a whip, hand puppet, and like a wizard in a gray hat. Oh, God! I thought we had more time.
This is my favorite part. He's gonna say, "You shall not pass," and then he's gonna jump in the pit,
No, you have to
kill
get
the
out.
thing by himself, so he gets all the experience.
Oh, wait, pause it. Is that Gandalf?
Yeah, and he's gonna get all the experience because the rest of the party leave.
Wait, pause
and then the
it.
next
What's he
time they
about to
see him,
do?
he's a level 20 wizard.
Oh, he's going to fall off that thing.
No, but he doesn't
Oh.
really. He doesn't really. He's going to kill it on his own and get all the experience. So he becomes a level 20 wizard, and the rest of them are just walking across the land for a while.
Even so, they think he died. I mean, don't you just feel terrible for Dildo?
Well, I mean, technically, he did die. Well, he sort of died. His mortal coil died.
Dildo's dead?
No, not Dildo.
I am the servant of the sacred fire, wielder of the flame of Arnor.
Yeah, you're singing the Swedish chef there.
Cannot pass. Oh, the dark fire will not avail you, flame of Udun.
Oh, that would be fun. Can we make that Patreon
see-
content where you just drunkenly reenact with sock puppets the entire Fellowship
For like
of the Ring?
4 hours. It's gonna take a while.
I gotta get to get off the barge.
We gotta make all the sock
But
puppets.
all of them were deceived.
Guys, we gotta get this crab claw off.
Yeah, we all gotta live together here. Come on.
I don't really think I should touch it. Oh,
Can I carry it on my own? No, you'll need help. You're very strong, but you can get help.
yeah, I'll tie some rope and help drag it.
I'll get the front of it, the pincery part of the claw.
If I stand on your feet, I can do this and hold the bottom of the club as you're like hugging it against your chest.
Okay. Well,
Very helpful.
Should I tie your legs to my legs?
I'm just gonna stand on your feet, and then I'll lift up like this, and I'll support the weight.
Physics of all of this makes no sense.
You can balance on my feet.
Yeah, I'll just step
Alright.
forward when you step forward, and we'll be in lockstep like this, and I'll help carry it.
This is gonna work perfectly.
That's fine.
This is how physics works.
We pick up the claw.
Are there any, like, do we see any little, like, eateries or, like, restaurants or marketplaces as we're approaching?
I would say that you're able to go out into the town. That is a very large and sprawling town in very strong contrast to the hills and the apiaries of Click-Claw Crossing. This is very swampy and wet, and there's lots of insects flying about. You are in a wart wallow. Wart wallow. It's very swampy
I'll
here.
show the map.
Yeah, there you go.
I forgot the name.
Oh, you made it,
This
yeah.
is our little raccoon.
Oh, we did it.
As you are disembarking, you hear the heavy footsteps of armored boots on the dock. As you see a cat and you see a mouse in armor wearing Marquisat tabards, and they approach, and you see that Skipper Scampy says, "Come here, fellas. Okay, here's your bribe. Give the bribe to this. Okay, there we go. Okay.
A bribe for you, a
Yeah.
bribe for you.
You a bribe for me. Right? You 2 bribes for me. Yeah.
And the Marquisat soldiers pay you no mind. They just completely turn their heads from all of the goods being unloaded by the dock workers, and unloaded the 5 vagabonds with a gigantic crawfish claw. And you know, and Peggy, being from here, also knows that there's a handful of restaurants in the area. There's the Windy Willow. There's the Grub and Go. There's the Old Stump Inn. There's Just Am's. There is Quack Donald's.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
Should have known.
So Peggy, what's the fanciest restaurant in the clearing?
Well, my favorite place to go is a place called Ampersand Pizza, but they closed down a few years ago.
Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, the pizzas were shaped kind of weird, though, so.
Yeah,
Fuck them, I say.
fucking horseshit for that was.
I mean, why not just make it circular like all the other pizzas? Why is it gotta be, like, all block?
I thought you said you liked it.
Yeah, it tasted good, but it looked like shit.
They said that you could put whatever toppings you wanted on, but they never did it. That's the way you wanted it.
No, never do.
It's unfortunate.
Or is there any place that people might be willing to eat this horrible meat stick that makes your eyes swell shut?
Is there like a really fancy, like upscale bistro that sells, escargot?
Yeah, that would be the
What's
place. For sure.
Snails.
People eat
And there's
snails?
more. There's additional options as well, depending on what you make up.
I'll have to think on it for a while, but I'm thinking that, Joe's Crab Shack is probably going to be our best bet.
Oh,
Oh man, that doesn't sound very upscale.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Some dude named Joe put a shack on the end of the water and fills it full of crabs.
Well, if it's the best that we can do, I guess.
is it overpriced at least?
No, if you want overpriced, you got to go to Hot and Juicy.
All right, well, let's do that.
No, they closed down a few years
Ah,
ago.
gosh.
They never had seating. Every time you'd show up, they'd be like, sorry,
This is
we
why I
don't
had
have
you
any
mooks
seats."
do this job.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
That's
We'll
unfortunate.
see you. We shove off tomorrow morning.
Well, maybe we could ask your friend, the mayor.
We can go to Red Lobster. No, sorry, they closed down a few years back. Yeah.
What about,
Yeah, COVID hit him real hard.
It's actually COVID-19. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Their clientele was the elderly type.
Oh, God. Oh.
This is taking a turn.
Well, in Pottsville, we have illegal seafood. Do you think they have one of them?
Illegal seafood?
Illegal seafood, yeah.
That sounds great. We just need black markers.
No, I don't think I've ever heard of that place before.
Well, we just need to find
Oh, yeah. There's a place called Coastal Fats. It was run by this cool cat named Fats.
Mhm.
That closed down a few years ago.
It's a pretty high turnover of restaurants in this clearing.
Well, there was this owl place that served lots of different food. They probably would know how to cook up seafood. They were called Hooters.
Nah, we don't have that here.
You know, I'm kind of surprised the contrast of this clearing compared to Click Clock, where it was like pies, tavern,
Some bread.
bread shop. All of a sudden, there's all these fancy restaurants with fancy names.
Let's just head into town and see what
It's
we
been a
can
lot of great industry after
I know
Hamilton
where we
became
can
mayor.
go.
They established the central bank.
We can go to Five Guys. Five Guys burgers and crab claws. I know that it's not whatever these things are, but if they take crab claws, they probably take crawdaddies.
Oh, well, I really.
And the coolest part about it is they serve peanuts.
What's that?
Well,
You don't know what a peanut is.
What is it?
it's like a weird salty shell, and you crack it open, and you have to do it with your teeth, and most of the time, like, parts of the shell cracks open and gets in your mouth, and you're trying to spit those out
Kinda
while also
hairy
eating
a
the
little
nut.
bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit hairy, and it's kind of dusty sometimes
do
too, but
that.
it's covered in salt. And so then you try and eat the nuts within, but sometimes you eat some of the shell too, and it's really messy, and you throw them in a cup.
With a clientele like this, I figured the name would have been Five Guys Burgers and Flies. It seems like a missed opportunity.
No, I'm pretty sure that it's called Five Guys Burgers and Crab Claws.
It just doesn't really roll off the tongue.
I mean, you can take it up with the five guys that run it.
All right, let's go to Joe's Crab.
Oh, we could go to Long John Silver's. They have great. Oh shit, they closed down like 3 or 4 years ago.
I'm so glad we didn't open our restaurant here. Everything closed down.
You know what? Why don't we
Under
go to
Mayor
the,
Boghoff, he was the taxes were just crazy.
Yeah.
Why don't we
the
just
property
take it
taxes.
to the mayor, and I'm sure he'll pay us a handsome reward for his private dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe like a nice party he's throwing.
I don't know.
Let's just try it.
Which way to the mayor's house?
It's that big house over there with the big sign that says Mayor's House.
Oh,
Let's go.
pretty on the nose. We go over there.
This thing's starting to smell a little. I think we need to get it out of the
Yeah,
sun.
we gotta.
Would anyone like to buy a crustacean claw? Slowly decaying crustacean claw.
Look at the size of it.
It's really big. I promise.
Buy one, get one. The one you bought.
You make your way through the town and
Buy one, get one.
That's exactly right.
Let me know if we pass the Five Guys.
you do not pass the Five Guys.
Shucks.
Oh shit! Look, that's where it used to be. It must
Yeah,
have
it's all
shut down
shuttered.
while
You
we
see
were
like that
gone.
line
What's
of
a DSW?
I wanted to try peanuts.
We'll find you a peanut. They're pretty common.
Yeah?
Yeah, especially like down, in the further south clearings.
Well, all right.
We'll find you one. You're gonna love it.
Peanuts! Peanuts with the prize inside!
Oh, God. No, don't fall for that.
Peanuts with the prize
No,
inside!
last
Every
time
nut-
somebody offered me that, it was horrible nightmares. Don't do it.
I run out from underneath
Don't
the
be a
leg.
nut! Buy this nut!
I run out from underneath the leg, so you're on your own holding the crawfish.
I don't notice anything.
No. In fact, the weight gets less because of the way that I was standing on your feet.
As you see that there's a squirrel with a very big bushy tail. He's wearing an apron. He's got a bushy beard type thing.
How much for peanuts?
Peanuts with the prize inside. It depends on the level of peanut prize you want.
Well, what are the options?
Peanut prize is always a surprise.
Do I want a prize or do I want just peanuts?
What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Pete.
All right, Pete. I'm Peggy.
Pete Nut.
Oh my god! I think we might be related.
Are we related?
I'm Hazelnut.
Hazelnut?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
My
Hazel.
mum coconut.
Oh, I know
My dad,
coconut.
Walnut. Wally. He does
Well,
Wally.
we yeah, no Wally, no, yeah, Wally, and my coconut. Coconut is a distant cousin of mine.
Oh my god!
Is Grandma Nut still alive?
She is, believe it or not. She's still kicking around.
Nothing can ever kill Grandma Nut.
Sure not. And things have tried.
I can't believe I've never seen you at the family reunion. You still go to
I've been
those?
travelling around with my friends here.
And then there was that weird uncle that no one wanted to talk about. His name was Deez.
Dis nut.
Dis and D's, the twins, they were. Yeah, we don't talk about Dis and D.
Holy
Last I heard, they
those
were
were Jacks.
they were working the mines in Reconnoiter Ridge.
Good
Last
riddance
I
to them,
heard.
that's what I said. And that's what Grandma Nut said, and I generally trust her.
I know she's. Well, I can't believe that old Grandma Nut is still alive.
She just won't die. It's
That's,
really remarkable.
that's what we
actually.
always said about her. So it's remarkable.
So my friend Bitsy has never had, if you'll believe it, she's never had a peanut.
I just want to try it. I don't know if I.
That's
like it.
incredible. When you come, there's peanuts with the prize inside.
Well,
You got a little nut?
what?
There are 3 tiers. You can get better prizes.
3 tiers of nuts?
3 tiers of nut.
Nut?
I think we at least want, like, a double nut.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Double nut's a special. That's not one of the tiers.
If you could give both of us, I think a middle nut, I think that would be just right.
Yeah, just a little nut would be fine.
We got a little nut.
I ate on the boat, so.
We got the big nut. And we got the real big nut.
Oh, I've definitely not got the room for the real big nut today.
I thought
I don't know
Betsy
if I
said
like
middle nut.
Why don't I take a little nut, and if I like it, then I'll take the jumbo nut after that.
That's a great idea. Let's do 2 little nuts.
Holy shit.
Be conservative.
This is like a Who's on First sketch. What the fuck?
Just the one little nut, dude.
Well, you have a chance to win a fabulous prize inside. Now you want 2 little nuts?
I'll pay for both of them.
Oh, you
That'll
don't
be
have to
1
do
gold
that,
piece
that's
each
it.
for the little nut.
Two nuts. I'll pay for 2 nuts.
Little nut.
Sweet.
Little nuts. And even though it's a little nut, it's actually a large peanut, like about yay big. And so,
That's amazing.
I'm really excited.
2 gold pieces. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Pete.
Stamped by the Marquise herself. Good, honest Marquisate gold.
All right, are you ready?
No counterfeiting here. I don't know why you would say that.
Just
I
go
don't think
ahead.
anyone did.
Oh,
Just go ahead and put that little nut in your mouth.
Well, not the whole thing. No. Take your little teethers and, gnaw into it a bit. Yeah, you'll break through.
I find that it's a lot easier if you put the whole nut in your mouth and you just bite right down in the middle.
What do you know? You're a frog.
She's
What
a
are you
nut
eating,
expert.
nuts?
She
You don't tell me how to eat a nut. I'll tell you how to eat a nut.
If you go like that on a peanut, you're gonna get all of the hair. The nut hair is gonna be all over your teeth.
Oh, sweet Lord.
Look, we know Hazel does nothing but suck on nuts. I don't. Why are you questioning
Yeah,
it?
literally all day, every day, since
There
the
is
day that we met her.
There is nothing I hate more than getting a nut hair stuck between my teeth.
Look, nobody likes it, but it's just part of the business of eating nuts.
And if you just put the entire nut in your mouth and just bite down on the middle, you don't have to deal with
Then
the nut
it's
hair.
halfway down your throat before you even know what's hit you. It's never coming up.
I would rather the nut hair went down my throat than stuck between my teeth.
I don't know. I imagine choking on nut hair's a lot worse than having to pick it out from your molars.
Look,
But
just
hey, what do
trust
I
me,
know?
Betsy.
I'm gonna try it. Hazel's.
Why don't you get 2 little nuts and you try it both ways and you tell me which
All
way
right,
the better
all
one?
I'll try it both ways and we'll see what's best. Oh, here's another.
there you go. Here's another small nut.
Just follow my lead.
I got
So,
a
you just-
nut in both hands.
You just kind of gnaw like a little opening, like through that. Yep. Exactly right.
Look at all the nut hairs that she's getting between
I
her teeth.
know, but if you don't put it all
Nut
in
with
your
the
mouth,
prize
it stays
inside.
together. And so then, yeah, I know it's a little rough. Okay. Now just take your claw and open it up, and it's gonna peel open. Yeah, and just crack it open, and then look at this. Do we get a prize?
You both won prizes. What are the chances? Nut with the prize inside. So you open it up, and the shell, that there are these 2 large of the lagoons inside
You
of
didn't want to
this
say nuts.
shell. There's a lot of nut going on. There's 2 nuts. And each
So there are
and,
actual.
and in the center, there's actually nestled between. There's
nuts.
a flimsy piece of cardboard that's painted with there's a
it's like a frog with like some sort of cricket bat kind of looking thing. And he's just like, and then the other one is a very flimsy like ring that doesn't really meet in the end. It's like made out of a very flimsy like reed. Wow, fabulous prizes, not with the prize inside.
That's pretty cool.
Wait a minute. How did you get the prize in the nut?
That's the secret of Pete's nuts.
My eyes narrow at him very, really beady-eyed.
Don't question the magic. This is amazing. Oh, and then
That's a very famous bog ball player.
I'm gonna.
I don't have that one, and I've been collecting for years.
You want this one?
I trade you the ring.
Yeah, it's very rare card.
It looks really nice on you. Now try the other nut.
You like them?
Ooh.
Yeah, and if you like, just keep chewing for a really long time instead of swallowing, it gets this like creamy, like nut butter
That's
kind of
tasty.
texture.
Now, just the whole thing?
You put the whole thing in, you bite down on the middle, and then you pull it out and open it. See? Significantly less nut hair in your teeth.
Ah, no prize inside. Better luck next time.
That's okay. This is really delicious. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So peanuts is pretty good, huh? Beets, nuts, peanuts.
Can we
You're right.
can we keep moving?
You
My
got
arms
nut
are
hair in
getting
your throat,
tired.
I feel scratchy.
Ah, well,
It's probably just the nut hair. Oh, you don't.
nuts with the prize inside. Oh, I'm not liable for any allergies. And you see the carton rattles off. Nuts with the prize inside. Pete's nuts.
I can't breathe so good.
Oh no.
Did I eat some of the crawfish? What's going on?
You must have had a bit on your hands.
EpiPens don't exist in this world. You're in trouble, Derek.
Constitution saving to
bit off.
disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm a halfling.
You are.
I
boy.
can't believe I finally fucking remembered that in this damn campaign. Constitution.
D&D's nuts 5e.
Classic 10.
You feel your throat start to close up as your eyes start to water as your untested, very serious peanut allergy affects you.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we have any. This is the way to solve this. I think Betsy's just gonna die here.
We should really get him to the mayor's house. He might have a doctor on call. All right, let's go. And I start pulling the claw towards the big mayor's house.
Oh, Bitsy.
And I'll just grab her hand and lead her along.
Yeah, I'm just sort of like walking as if I'm wearing a stiff suit or something like that. I'm all achy and muscly.
Oh, no. Oh,
It's becoming harder and harder to breathe as you approach this very large manor house.
Bitsy, do I have permission to enter you?
Oh.
You're the god of the universe. You can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna stick my frog tongue into Bitsy's throat and try and pry her throat open so she can breathe.
This isn't magic. She's just doing this.
It's not really doing anything, but I am doing it.
It's mage hand.
That's exactly right.
You are choking and gagging on a frog tongue. You can breathe a little bit better, actually, shockingly. Make a medicine check, actually, to see how well it works.
I almost rolled a chicken nugget.
You gotta pick the right shape.
Oh, you have a Stegosaurus!
You know about
Fuck!
the shapes.
He's said medicine.
What is it? Like the
6.
6. It is
Perfect.
not. It is really not. As you approach that, there's several Marquisat guards. And as you approach, and they say, "Halt! What is your purpose here? This is the mayor's private residence."
Yeah, we know. That's why we're here.
Now, Peggy, tell him. Your sister lives here.
This is the mayor's sister's. No, the mayor's wife's sister.
There was a shocking murder in Clock Crossing.
Well, that's
Viceroy Bruntilda is dead. We are on high alert.
Oh, that's terrible news.
All the governors,
How did this
mayors,
happen?
and viceroys, all nobles and governors and government officials of the Marquisat are under protection.
Bitsy attempts to say, yeah, we know, we were there, we witnessed the whole thing, but it comes out as,
Oh no, Bitsy. Very upsetting news. Very upsetting. This young frog who's quite tied up at the moment with a tongue in this mouse's mouth.
Yeah, surely there must be some kind of exception for family.
She's family, that's right. We've got to see
Family of the mayor?
Flies a Hamiltoad. This is Peggy.
Don't you know?
Peggy
his
Flyler.
name?
He looks, and you see that he's a middle-aged mouse in Marquisate colors. The bright orange tabard, very well maintained. He looks and says, and he looks at the tongue shoved down Bitsy's throat.
It's not what it looks like.
It's a very severe medical emergency. Yeah, exactly right.
I point to the ring. That conveys
He
what I
looks
think
and
is
he says-
all the information that's needed.
Mayor Hamiltoad is a very progressive mayor. You are, if there's proof that you are who you say you are, then I can let you in.
Peggy, do you have proof that your sister's your sister? Oh, that seems silly. Just have them come out and say, oh, hey, Peggy, it's good to see you.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
What do we have to prove that?
Do you have any kind of identification?
What do you prove that he doesn't know?
There's a lot of frogs that'll try to get in here, okay?
That's fair, I guess. Anything?
Do I have any identification?
Sure. You. I would say you would probably have like a flyler,
Like a letter from your sister, maybe,
Yeah.
right?
No,
No, she hates her sister.
Family seal.
A signet ring.
A signet ring. An old signet ring.
Oh.
Yeah, I show him the ring on my finger.
See?
Yeah, that convinces me.
Oh, great! Listen, you dunce.
It is an emergency.
We are really needing to get some medical attention.
And
Hopefully.
this claw's really starting to stink.
What are we supposed to do with that?
Well, we were hoping you'd buy it off of us.
Yeah,
It's
you
apparently a
buy it,
delicacy.
No, not you, the mayor.
Well,
Don't worry
not
about
you.
it.
The general, the royal you.
The Marquis up you.
For the masquerade ball tonight?
Exactly
That's
right.
exactly right. It's a delicacy, but we gotta move.
It's really hot out here.
I don't think refrigeration has been invented yet.
It's a muggy summer day in Louisiana right now, so we gotta get this
This
thing on
thing's
ice.
starting to sweat.
Is that
Don't say it aloud. Just let us in.
the magical crawdad?
That's exactly right. Well, hopefully those
Can I have a
two
little
phrases
taste?
I'm
don't-
counting steps back to the river.
Can I get a little taste?
No.
No.
Well, maybe for 500 gold pieces.
Honors always bribe me. He opens the door. And you are welcomed into a very colonial style manor home. If you've been to
Williamsburg.
well, I was thinking
We
more
have!
Monticello or about
I haven't been to Monticello.
but Williamsburg, anything like
I
that.
love
Very
Williamsburg.
yeah, it's wonderful.
Everything's colonial.
Very colonial style manor home with a large staircase going up to a second level. There are servants running around. And you are ushered in as there are guards also in Marquisate garb that welcome you in.
Is there a doctor that maybe could see to our friend here?
Are you asking the guard?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm just talking to the wall.
No, if we're inside, is it like a butler or like a servant?
Oh yeah, whatever. Help!
Help! It's an emergency! We need a doctor!
And this crab claw's starting to stink.
You see a toad, a very short toad with
I barely see it.
And the bear.
with in a butler outfit. And he says, hello! And you would have recognized this as the mayor's former aide, Toady.
Toady.
Pretty apt.
Welcome to the Hamilton residence.
Thank you.
Have you presented crab claws?
Well, we've presented this one, but more importantly, our friend is dying.
Yeah, the crab claw's kind of a first for us.
And if you have an ice box, you should really get this in there. Or at least in the cellar.
Is this for the masquerade? Are you the help?
Well, this is a delivery, a food delivery for the masquerade.
Yeah,
Should I?
More like food providers
And
for,
it's
for money.
COD. So
Yep, that's exactly right.
Call of Duty.
cash
It
on
is the
delivery for kids who
I'll
probably don't know
call.
what that means because I'm old and COD is not really a thing anymore.
Well, I will. I must. I'll find you a doctor, and you take that to the kitchen right away. The party is only in 2 hours.
Oh,
All right.
that's right. Okay.
Well, book 'em. You and I will take the crab claws. You make sure she doesn't die.
And who's going to give us the payment for the claw?
Yeah, he's in charge of that. So
I'll take my tongue out of her mouth.
I pass out and fall over on the floor.
Oh gosh. Oh, Bitsy.
Take her to Dr. Frankel's right away. Dr. Frankel's.
Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankel's Stein. And
Sorry, I've got a bit of a stutter.
and you see that there's a mouse and a fox come in and cart Bitsy away as you lose consciousness.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna go with Bitsy.
So is my sister here?
Oh, Lady Fliza.
Yeah.
Yes, she's getting ready for the grand masquerade ball.
All right. What room are we going to be in this time? Me and my friends. Can you pay us in the room?
Well, you'll have to speak to the mayor about payment. He's the one who's been ordering the food especially for this wonderful political engagement.
All right, where is he?
It surely will not be an opportunity given all of the rebellion activity. That's why they were very heavily guarded. Only, there's nothing, this is nigh impenetrable. Only a bear could break through our defenses.
Why would you mention a
And
bear?
that is where we'll end the session.
Why would you even mention a bear? That's absurd. That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh no, the head of security was very certain about, even no matter what the rebels have, even if they had a trebuchet, that they could not break through our defenses, then all of the visiting nobles and politicals, after fleeing, especially many of them after fleeing Click-Clock Crossing, could join this masquerade ball to achieve, to spread the mayor's new ideals, to enact some real legislation in the Marquisat. And so, but he said his words exactly, there's nothing that can cause the danger of break through our defenses except for a bear. And how would the Woodland Alliance have a bear? That is ridiculous.
Exactly right. So tonight's a masquerade. I'd like to go as Ed Sheeran, please. So could I have that mask delivered to my room?
Oh, Ed Sheeran, the famous sheep?
No. He's a human singer. It's a masquerade, right? We're supposed to dress up like humans?
A what?
A masquerade?
No, the other word.
Humans?
What?
Oh, I must not have created them yet. Is it day 4 or 7? Oh, shit. It's not day 7
Dr.
yet.
Frankels will be here with your medication shortly.
But hopefully not too shortly. I mean, look at Bitsy. She's got one foot in the grave.
I forgot!
Somebody turn her on our side.
Joking on her tongue.
And with that, you're carted off, and you are the two of you are guided to a large kitchen area where you have literally just 2 days prior done cooking, and you're back here again as the kitchen is a lot more organized, very, very well executed, and you're able to drop it off, and the staff take it, very appreciative and very surprised to have a claw of a creeping crustacean. It's such a delicacy that there's even a black market for such types of food. And they're very appreciative, and they presume that you've already been paid. And
What? I'm sure we'll get paid later.
We better. We got to split 80-20 with the honors.
We'll talk to Mayor Hamilton about it.
All right.
And you see Toady walk up the stairs, and it takes about 15 minutes. And then you hear a huffing as you see in a very brightly colored dress your sister.
What color is your dress, Mike?
I wish you would tell me right now. Could you describe what I see in her personality a little bit for me?
Yeah, she's absolutely beautiful, and she's wearing the classic English gown.
Okay.
And it is like a mintish green color, which is a beautiful contrast to Angelica, who's probably somewhere in the house, and her beautiful red English gown. And I'm sure somewhere will be my nice yellow English gown.
As she
Not to
appeared...
be confused with a sack-back dress, which would have been the height of French fashion. But this is...
Mike would never make that mistake.
No,
This is
you never
War
would.
Wallow fashion.
This is War Wallow
fashion. As you hear the banjos play from the Scratchy Dick Scrab Jack just down the row.
Scratchy dicks?
Had to change the name recently.
Jesus. Scratchy Dick Scrab Jack?
Isn't that
Scratchy dicks?
there is a place called There's something called that.
Something
It's a meme. It's a meme, yeah.
Oh no, there's literally a place in Rehoboth like called.
Scratchy.
It's called like Itchy. Well, I'm gonna look it up.
I'd like to order the burger. Say it.
It's on the highway.
No, I mean the burger, that one. Say it. I want the big sloppy daddy burger.
As you see,
We need to take a minute and brainstorm what kind of animal owns Scratchy Dicks.
you think about that as your consciousness fades from you.
Yeah, nice.
As you see your sister appear over the railing,
Those
and
crabby dicks.
crabby dicks, as she looks at you and glares and says, "You have a lot of nerve coming here," and that's one session.
Okay. Find out next week if Bitsy dies.
Oh
I
my
see a bright light.